listening to New Kids on the Pod with your hosts, Momba, Tony D, and JYD.
Hello, everybody. We'd like to welcome you to New Kids on the Pod. I am one of your hosts, JYD, and with me, as always, is Tony D and Momba.
Tony's not here right now.
No?
He's at a birding rally.
Why does this Coors banquet looks like it's already been open?
Huh?
Is it just me or does it look like there's some missing?
That is true. Look.
Oh, yeah, it's weird.
So for those that can't see, there are some solid ounces.
It's probably evaporated. It was sitting outside for a little while.
I don't know, man.
Twist the top. Is
Yes.
tight?
Yeah, just clip. Yeah, that wouldn't have went psst if
Well, it has a nice inspirational quote. It says, "What you're made of matters."
taste it.
I don't know. You're right. It looks a little empty.
Yeah. So
Try it.
let's see. I'm trying to show the camera. There's about this much.
Here, let me get your close up. Hold on.
You don't have another one to compare it to.
It's still pretty dark.
Oh,
Yeah, I was gonna say we don't have a frame of reference, but they're
Yeah.
usually.
Hold on. Let me see if I could get it towards the light. Can you see it?
You see where that line is?
Oh, there it is. There it is. You can kind of see it.
You see where that line is right there on the glass? It's
Yeah.
usually right there.
Yeah.
maybe it might be some evaporated. It was sitting outside for a little while.
Liquid just doesn't evaporate in bottles, no matter how hot it is.
How do you know?
And it hasn't been hot. It's been like dead of winter.
No, but it's been warm like lately.
Whatever. If I fucking die, I die.
Oh, does it taste weird?
Oh, God. Oh, it is flat as shit.
Is it really?
Yeah, like completely flat.
Maybe it was open.
It tastes just like Coors Light.
You love Coors Light. You had a
great.
whole 12 pack.
It tastes normal.
Now I'm gonna get coronavirus, so
It's so stupid.
let me get ready.
Where did you get that mask? Was that just a perfect segue? Were you waiting for that opportunity?
Yeah, what happened is that
Now you sound like shit.
so last time
Uh-huh.
we were here, which was Saturday, right?
Yeah.
I saw a Coors Banquet in there, and I'm like, all right, no one's gonna drink this. Let me just open it, drain a little, and then just leave it back in there, and then I'll make sure I get it next time.
That's a great... Oh, is that why you were so adamant about getting it?
Yeah, that way. That way I know, like, you know, I knew there was some missing.
Uh-huh.
So that way, like, when I started drinking, I could have this whole bit ready.
Your commitment to the craft is impressive.
I know, right?
I would even...
Because at any time, somebody could have drank that Coors Banquet.
Yeah.
Mama was about to drink it.
I was about to. I'm glad I did. Well, I mean, did you take a sip of it or you just poured some out?
Huh? No, I'm not going to drink this shit. No, I didn't take a sip of it. No, I didn't. So, but I'm good now because I got my mask.
You know, actual medical professionals need that.
Yeah, where'd you get that from?
They said not to buy that.
I got it at consumer value stores.
Oh my god. Yeah, you're not supposed to buy those. What's wrong with you?
So you
Well,
gotta...
why are they selling them then?
Enough for coronavirus.
I mean,
That's not gonna prevent you from getting it.
Are you
said
sure?
you bought
Because that's what everybody's wearing.
You said you bought it at the dollar store?
No,
That means it's made out of asbestos.
no. I bought it at consumer value store. That's for those that are not from the Midwest. That's CVS.
Oh, yeah, that's... I totally forgot that's what it stood for.
Yeah, what'd you think it stood for?
Some general dollar store?
I mean, it's close enough.
Yeah. So, how was everybody's week
Great. Coronavirus free. Got my mask.
so far?
I mean, even if you get it, it's like you get the sniffles. It's no big deal, right?
Unless you're elderly or you have a pre-existing condition.
I mean, if you're elderly, like,
At this point,
do you really want to get better?
yeah.
I think that the reason it affects the elderly is because when they get it, they just realize, you know what, it's just time.
So,
Jicker, can I get a straw?
No, we don't have straws. This is we're
They
try
kill
to help the
turtles.
environment. Yeah.
Do you have any bamboo straws?
No,
Do you have any paper straws?
I think
You had
I
bamboo?
may have a metal straw.
Can I borrow it?
Yeah, it's upstairs. Go get it.
Well, like,
Or you could just take your mask off and drink like a normal person.
but if I take it off, I'm susceptible
You're still susceptible. That shit's not
to the
doing anything.
coronavirus. No,
That
this
does
mask.
nothing.
This mask protects me.
It does not protect you.
That's not what
The only
the-
thing
No,
it protects
no,
us from having to look at your ugly
No,
face.
the internet said that this will protect me.
The internet's stupid.
You look like a dirty Sub-Zero.
You should have seen him earlier with his cat headphones.
Or like a effeminate scorpion. Get over here.
So what did you guys do this week?
I hung out here.
All week? I only saw you on Saturday.
I got really drunk here. I don't know why you let me drive home.
Well, who told you to drink a 12-pack of Coors Light?
It was a 15-pack.
Okay, who told you to drink a 15-pack Coors Light? Well, you only had like 12 of
My
them.
genetics told me to drink.
Junkyard, why does that look like shit?
Dude, shut the fuck up about that. Nobody sees that except for us. This is just because it's streaming, it's casting. Don't worry about that. It's just what you see.
I mean, this one looks
you know
decent.
what? Fuck you. I'm disconnecting it.
No,
And you'll have to-
wait, stop.
Hey,
All right,
shut
fine.
the fuck up about it.
You?
God damn.
I'm just, I'm worried. I'm just a little concerned that our viewers.
no.
might-
Our viewers are looking at a great picture quality.
Right. It's just weird because
So yeah,
Jesus Christ.
I came to Junker's house to watch a UFC fight.
as did I.
I got overserved.
You brought your own beer. How
And
did
then
you
I
get
was
overserved?
allowed to find my own way home.
First of all,
So
you served yourself.
That means you have no friends.
Junker didn't even say like, "Hey man, you should really stay here for the night."
You seem
He
fine.
was like, "Oh, you're good, bro. You're
Yeah,
good."
yeah.
Here are your keys.
Yeah.
You dropped them.
Here, have a to-go beer.
Have a road soda.
yeah, put it in a plastic cup for me. And then
That way you don't get caught by the police, you know?
I somehow managed to go to my old coworker's house
What the fuck?
and drink more there.
Are you serious?
Yeah, why did you let that happen?
I didn't know you went over there. Tony, did you know he went over there?
No.
No. But you were too busy playing FIFA to.
I didn't even know you left. I didn't even realize you left.
Damn.
I could be dead right now.
But you're not, so that's good. It's all right. We're all going to die soon from coronavirus, especially Tony because he took his mask off.
Oh no!
Now he's susceptible.
I mean, if you let me use a straw,
just do this. And then sip and then put it
let me
back
just use your metal straw.
on. It's
But
upstairs.
if you use his
We'll
metal,
go get it.
If you use his
Well,
metal
how about this? How about when you get up to go take a piss in 20 minutes, you get it from me.
Okay.
All right. Deal.
you're gonna use a straw that he has used. It's reusable. So,
It's actually, I've never used it, but it's like brand new in the package and I've never been washed. So
but where is it manufactured?
Made in China.
China.
Oh, that's risky.
It's okay. It was
Okay, I
made,
got the mask.
it was made like many years ago before coronavirus was even
Yeah, so
invented.
it's a vintage straw. It's got swine. Or what's the other one? SARS.
It's
Yeah.
got MERS.
The avian.
Maybe SARS, but no coronavirus.
Okay.
Maybe one of the older ailments.
That everybody made a big deal about.
yeah, the ones that already passed, the ones no one cares about anymore.
Except I think wasn't coronavirus has infected more people than any of those other bullshit ones.
Probably now. But the good news is now is your time to travel. If you wanted to go anywhere, now is the time.
Oh, speaking of that, there's an update.
Flights are cheap.
I had to postpone my Japan trip.
I heard.
Oh.
I was just waiting for you to tell us.
Yeah, I postponed it till next year.
I heard that it wasn't you that postponed it.
Well, it was me, but it wasn't my
It was
decision.
because somebody else.
So my mom's
Your
boyfriend.
stepfather.
He's not my stepfather.
Okay.
My mom's boyfriend.
Your daddy.
He's not my daddy.
Whatever you like. Your papa.
He calls him stepdaddy.
I did
there
not
you
call
go.
him that. Anyway, he decided to postpone.
I mean, I'm not surprised. He's very skittish about everything. isn't
He is. He's scared of his own shadow. If he listens to this, I'm sorry, but it's true.
He is the patriarch of the family.
He is.
So he has to
So
make sure.
it's the welfare of the family lies on his shoulders.
No. Anyway,
Him and your mom, they're up there. They're not decrepit, but
yes, they are a little bit older, but still, like, I don't know. I was down. I was ready. I was
So
ready
why-
to fight the good fight.
So why couldn't you go?
So
Oh, that's right, because he bought your ticket.
no, he did not buy my ticket. I bought my own goddamn
No,
So
ticket.
then why don't you go?
So
he's not allowed to go, Tony.
Oh, he's not
He's not
allowed?
allowed.
Oh, my bad.
no, I am allowed. Well, I was actually talking to my wife about this. We were trying to decide if me and her would still go. But the problem actually lies in our stop from here. Well, because you go from we were going to go from here to New York to to South Korea.
I think South. Oh, you go to South Korea?
Yeah, you go into South Korea and then from South Korea to Japan.
I thought you went from New York straight to
no,
Japan.
you go from New York to South Korea to Japan.
Oh, South Korea is just like a layover, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's a couple problems here.
Wait, hold on, because you go from New York to South Korea, then from South Korea to
Japan, to
Osaka, then to was it Kyoto?
some shit like that. I don't.
And then
Yeah, it was like a bunch of little like stops.
there's Kyoto,
The last stop is Tokyo.
and then there's what's the other one?
Hiroshima was one of them.
So it's funny because like out of all those places, like the most dangerous one is New York. It's probably like
No, actually, it's probably South Korea.
It's probably like you know what? I'd be more worried about New York. Have you seen the rats?
Definitely
So-
the smelliest.
So the thing,
They got way more worse shit than fucking coronavirus in New York.
I was looking at I was looking at hotels to New York, and even though flights may be cheap, hotels are still expensive as fuck.
Because no one's leaving them.
Some like halfway decent hotels were like, I think a night.
Well, it's New York.
Right. It was pretty pricey, and I was like, you know what? I'm like, because I had gotten Airbnb that was cheap as fuck. But it was cheap as fuck because I was going to split it.
Yeah.
It was cheap. It was like if I'm staying by myself, it's expensive as fuck.
Yeah.
It's like $500 for one night. But it was like $250, which is like in some cases cheaper than a hotel room for one night, depending on where you stay, obviously. But anyway, so it's like, you know what? I'm just fuck it, and that's that. But then what I'm not worried about is the quarantine, because now they're quarantining anybody that comes out of South Korea
Yeah.
into Japan for 14 days. I'm like, what's the even point of going? You know?
Yeah.
So you could get the.
So this one this girl I work with, she was on vacation for 2 weeks, and she came back last Thursday, or she was supposed to come back last Thursday, but I didn't see her. So I'm like, okay, she probably not. I'm like, maybe she's coming back this Thursday, because I just heard that she was on vacation. So one of my friends told me, he's like, no, she came back Thursday. They went to a meeting, and she's like, all right, I'm going home. I'll be back in like 14 days, because she was in Thailand. So apparently they're like, you should probably just stay home for 14 days just to make sure.
I'm sure she had no quips or qualms with that.
She's like, nope. I mean, I wouldn't either.
I get a little bit of cough and congestion to stay home.
Yeah, that's because you have other issues
Other
going on.
ailments?
Yeah, other ailments that are unrelated to any virus. Those are all due to poor life decisions.
You're more at risk, old timer.
So then, why do I?
You're about to
No,
collapse under your own weight due to your osteoporosis.
First of all, if anyone's gonna collapse under any weight,
your bones are brittle. You're like Mr. Burns.
if we're gonna talk about collapsing under weight,
Uh-huh.
I mean, do I really gotta say it?
You are one wild breeze away from keeling over.
Oh man,
Who is more likely in a scenario where we both get infected? Let's both get infected and see.
Which one survives?
Yeah.
I heard that they're paying $7,000 for volunteers to get
Infected with it?
infected with it.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Where'd you see this?
It's probably bullshit.
Oh,
I think I saw it on Vice or something.
Oh, so
I don't know.
I saw it, but it was one of those like shady links.
Oh, okay.
I didn't even click it. I just saw the headline. But
Like,
but I was thinking about it. Would you do it for 7,000?
for 7,000?
Yeah.
nah, that seems like too little.
Really?
Yeah.
That seems like enough.
I'd take it for $7,000.
I think I'd go low as 10.
I'd take it for $7,000, and if they want to throw in a few other things, we could discuss the price.
Yeah.
Maybe
I'd
throw in some SARS, a little bit of swine flu.
I'd say 10.
I'd do it for 7.
Oh, 7's a little
For like a couple days of
Yeah,
a fever.
Yeah, it's
with
not, you, really-
possibility of
you get the sniffles.
A slight shit. I would take those out to Vegas.
Yeah.
What's the worst that could happen?
You get the
I
sniffles.
die. Then I don't have to go back to work.
Exactly.
the 7,000 just barely cover your like funeral expenses.
No,
No, I have life insurance. Or no, I have health insurance.
that money's
That
coming
does-
with me.
The health insurance doesn't cover
I
funeral.
don't want a funeral. Just fucking toss
Just
me in
leave my body where it be.
Let it.
toss me in a river or something.
Yeah.
No, because then you contaminate the fucking water with
That's
your
what- that-
coronavirus.
that's what I would want.
Yeah, I want to be inside everybody.
Ugh.
In more than one
Leave
way.
I'm not going to obligate my family for a funeral. Just kick me to the curb and let the rats do what they will with my body.
That's gross.
Circle of life.
Yeah, I would just. I want to be buried in an unmarked grave.
Unmarked.
Yeah.
So like when they dig you up, They exhume your body, they don't know who it is.
Exactly. Or if like they do some construction or something and they start digging shit up.
Do you guys ever wonder if cemeteries ever dig up the bodies to make more space?
Do they dig up the bodies?
I'm pretty sure they have to. There's no way like
That's what I'm saying.
No, but what would they do with the rest?
they
Discard it.
because the thing is like because when
Because I mean, think about it. Like after like a few hundred years, like or like,
I'm pretty sure
even-
it's less.
Well,
than
I'm sure. I think places
because don't they because when you
in China, I think they're running out of space.
because you pay for a plot, you have to pay for it like monthly or something,
not monthly. You just pay. Well, like it's a flat fee.
not for like ever.
Well, yeah.
Like that's what I'm saying. You have to pay a
No,
certain.
no, yeah. It's like a
Is
flat
it
rate.
monthly
Yeah.
or
Well,
yearly?
my dad died. We just bought. Yeah, we bought the plot. It was like 20 grand or some shit.
How much?
Like 20 grand, I think. Or
Like-
maybe 10.
Well, there's
Between
no
10 and 20, I don't
there's no
remember how much it
shortage
was.
of people
It
dying.
was expensive as fuck.
That is real. Holy. And for how long?
It's supposedly forever, but I doubt that's fucking forever. They run out of land. Like there's no
Yeah,
way.
Oh,
that's what I'm saying.
There's no way cemeteries gonna stay in business by like, not like pulling people out. That's what I'm thinking.
Time's up.
I think after a certain amount of time they would have to. You know what I'm saying?
No, there's. I mean,
Because like yeah,
That's
what
a
are they
lot.
gonna how like if that's the case everything's gonna be a fucking cemetery at one
the
day.
only cemeteries that people really mess with are Indian burial grounds. Those are the only ones that people don't really care about. Are we gonna look?
Yeah,
this
we're gonna
up,
look
right?
this up because I'm interested in how these cemetery. What's their business model?
Yeah, exactly.
How do cemeteries?
Make money.
Yeah, exactly. Like I don't know, like
Go up. There was a.
Well, they would.
Right
They
there.
would.
How long do bodies stay in cemeteries?
bodies buried for as little as 75 years could be dug up and reburied in deeper ground to allow another coffin to be interned above.
Oh, so you just start stacking.
The name of the newly
them.
buried person could even be added to headstone.
So so they just start stacking them up. I mean, we got nowhere else to go but down, right?
Yeah, that's true. Sooner or
No,
later,
you know what? That's bullshit. What they should do is they should take a look at the life of the people that they're burying, and the ones who led a more fruitful religious life should be more towards the top, and then the ones that were like sinners should be more towards the bottom.
let's see how much a plot in the cemetery runs by. There's a rural plot is about like $2,000.
Damn,
like
you-
the middle of
you-
nowhere.
I don't want no country plot.
Yeah, I don't want to be buried.
Yeah, so it
I don't
could
want to
go-
be buried with no Confederates.
So it could be anywhere from $3,000 to $10,000, I guess. Oh no, this one says.
Damn.
Oh yeah, but that's a
so,
mausoleum.
so you must have got a premium one, junkyard.
No, I think it might have been like I think it was like closer to 10.
So you must have got a mausoleum.
I don't remember because
you get-
it got covered by like insurance.
No offense, but you got.
I didn't pay for it.
You said you paid $20,000.
I paid for 20. I said that when my dad died, that's how much they bought his wife bought the plot for. I don't think it was $20,000.
Maybe
But it
because
was,
she
but
bought.
you know what?
Maybe
But
she
you know
bought.
what? It's probably
she
the
bought
plot.
a plot for her.
And then, like, there's a coffin because you got to buy a coffin.
No, she bought a plot for her.
And then and she died in Florida. No, she didn't buy a plot for her. In Florida, you have to buy a sealer. So you got to put a coffin inside of another bigger coffin.
Because zombies.
So you
No,
got
it's
to
zombies.
so you got
It's
to
so water doesn't seep in. It's
so you-
supposed to be airtight.
So you got to buy a coffin for the coffin.
Yeah, exactly.
What the fuck do I care if water gets in?
Well, no, but it's a law. Like you can't just throw a coffin in land over there. At least where they're from.
I mean,
So
it's
she had
Florida.
to buy the plot,
So she had to buy the plot, the coffin,
the coffin,
the
and then
coffin for the coffin.
and then like she bought a bunch of other shit.
That shit's got to add up.
So I think it ended up coming out
So
like
these
20 grand.
cemeteries are running away like bandits.
Yeah,
They are making out.
yeah. And you got to
like
pay for the transportation
bandits.
and like for them to like embalm them, and then like the memorial services and shit. If they hold like a fucking what do you call wake and shit, dude, it's a fucking scam.
Man, I don't want
dog.
none of that shit.
I know, man. Have a fucking if you guys gonna have a fucking wake, you could do it here. I mean, it's already paid for. We're not paid for, but you know.
Do it in this basement.
You know,
Yeah, do it in the basement.
not even that. We should do it in like if I die, I want to have my wake here in this basement, but I don't want anyone to come. I want you to just live stream it, and everyone can just attend online.
Ooh, virtual
A
wake.
virtual wake, yeah. That way, you know.
So where do we put your body?
You can just
The floor.
Yeah, you can just toss it when you're done.
Or like, can we instead of I don't want your body in here. Can I just put a picture of you
yeah,
and live stream your picture?
yeah, just live stream the picture.
What about like? Do you want people to speak?
Or how about?
Do they just phone in?
Yeah, they
how
can
about
phone in.
He,
Have like an open chat.
you're pretty light,
Ooh.
right?
Yeah, I'm like a $160.
Yeah,
Well,
but
65
that
wet.
weight is more is heavier. I mean, it's probably the same amount of weight, but, it feels heavier.
Once we get all the, we're not keeping his organs.
Oh yeah, we'll just
Selling
take those
those.
out.
Yeah, we're selling
Dude,
those.
you kidding me? These are these are primo organs.
Yeah, sell them. So once we get his
Except your lungs.
Except my liver. That's gonna be kind of fucked. So maybe maybe you're not gonna get that much for that.
all right.
What about your eyeballs?
But I got the shittiest vision ever. Okay, so forget the eyeballs, forget the liver. Let's see what other organs. Oh, my kidneys are pretty good.
Kidneys.
Kidneys go for a good amount.
What else could you sell?
What about your
Oh,
wiener?
you can
your
sell
wiener?
my dick.
How much we get for that? Like $2?
Yeah, $1 per inch.
And then we could put a little performance in because he'd be really light. Tie him up some ropes.
Oh, and do like a fucking marionette.
Yeah,
Have him like dance around.
Did you see? Have you seen like how some people are like they're having like funerals or wakes when they just like they wanna be remembered as they were some bullshit.
I
so,
see that.
So they have a guy sitting there like with a PlayStation controller, like with sunglasses, like, and he's just sitting there like on a chair like this.
Or they had one.
And that's like the wake.
They had one guy he also had sunglasses. Might have been the same guy, but he had like some cards in his hand. It was just like him at a table. I guess he was known for playing cards, probably spades. And he had a hat on, and they posed him as if he was actually like there.
I seen that. That's really weird. And people are taking pictures. I'm like, but
Yeah.
I guess.
Just pull a weekend at Bernie's and like not even pretend you
so
didn't die.
we should do that for Momba. Like, put him on a couch and just have him hold a couple cheeseburgers.
Oh,
And that's what he was known for.
I did have McDonald's today.
Oh no, you worked out.
Huh?
You worked out
Oh no! Did I say today? I mean, what day? Sunday.
2 days ago.
2 days ago. I was hungover from all that drinking that I was allowed to do,
What?
So you had some.
and then sent on my way.
So you had some McDonald's.
My girlfriend hooked it up. She Uber Eats me. I was like, I got a headache. I took a shower. I came out, and there was McDonald's waiting for me.
Sounds very unhealthy.
Moving on.
Sounds extremely unhealthy.
Sounds romantic.
That sounds great.
What does your girl do? Cook for you?
Yeah, every day.
She doesn't care.
If she really cared, she'd get you McDonald's.
Yeah.
I don't like McDonald's that much
Why not?
because it's not good.
Everyone likes McDonald's.
I don't like McDonald's. I mean, I'll eat it like occasionally, but I don't really like. It's not my favorite
I could go
fast
for-
food place.
I
I'd
could
rather,
go for some daily doubles right now.
I'd rather eat Burger King.
You know what was good? That pizza we had on Saturday.
Oh.
That was legit pizza. I'm not even mad.
My favorite toppings together are mushroom and jalapenos. Nothing beats that. I could go for some right now. You guys try to cut this short? Just
Go get a pizza.
Trying to get a pizza?
No, I just had some Piscetti earlier.
Mamba, you trying to get some pizza?
hell yeah.
All right. Me and Mamba will go hang out after this.
So
All right. So like us on Facebook, facebook.com.
hold on, we're not done talking. I heard you went to the Bernie rally this weekend. How was it?
You can finish those. I was lit. So many millennials.
What else?
That's about it.
That's it?
Yeah.
What do you talk about?
You know, nobody pays attention to those things.
Why'd you go?
We all go just to go, just so we could say we went.
Oh,
It's a
cool. Do
thing.
you have pictures?
Yeah. But they were all on Snapchat, so they all went away.
Oh, okay.
What else would he?
But
Bernie?
ask me again in 20 minutes.
What, what else would Burley?
Ask me that exact same question,
All right.
and I'm gonna give you a different answer, and you won't even fucking know.
So on Saturday, for those who don't understand this,
This is an inside joke.
we were watching the fights down here at Junkyard's basement.
This is an inside joke. All our listeners are clearly on the outside, most of them. So we're gonna bring you in. We're gonna make you part of the inner circle.
So one
So
of
tell
our
him, tell him, Mamba.
one of our friends showed up relatively late, and of course
Already drunk.
he was highly
Inebriated.
intoxicated. He definitely was overserved wherever he was coming from. So he sat down.
Oh, he was at that one bar. Was it Doc Ryan's or some bullshit?
Yeah,
okay,
that's right. He
put it
was
this way. It was a bar that has no business selling bottles, but apparently they do.
Oh,
I didn't even know that place had bottle service. But he was somebody's like, yeah, we're getting bottles. I'm like, you were getting bottles at that shitty ass place? First of all, I'm surprised that's even an option. But hey, anyway, beside the point. So anyway, he shows up, he's sloshed, him and his boy, who knows everything about MMA.
and everything about everything.
Oh, and then he didn't want to shake Mamba's hand because of coronavirus.
Oh yeah, he didn't want to shake your hand.
Yeah, he shook my head, but after
But he was hesitant.
But I noticed that
he-
he bumped fists with everybody else.
Did you notice he immediately regretted it?
Yeah, he told me he was like, "Yeah, I'm not trying to shake hands, coronavirus was going around, and I really wanted to tell him. I was like, I didn't want to shake hands with you anyways. I was just
because you're an ass.
Yeah, I just
I don't want to shake hands with you because I just don't like you.
I was just being cordial, I guess. I was the first one down, like by the door when he came down, and then our friend he sat down, he saw that Tony was here, and then proceeded to badger him about the Bernie rally, which Tony did not go to.
Which I mean, I heard of there was a rally. I did not attend it.
But did you attend it?
No,
Why did you not go?
because I didn't even know it was going on until after it happened.
And then
So I'm sitting on the couch. We're just bullshitting, and he's on his phone, and he's like, hey bro, how was that Bernie rally? Yeah, fuck that shit. Blah blah blah. Suck my dick. I'm like, bro, I didn't go. He's like, why not? Blah blah blah. I'm like,
I thought you were a big Bernie fan.
I thought you were a big Bernie fan. I'm like, okay, I don't hate Bernie.
you could appreciate it from afar.
I could appreciate, yeah, but I wouldn't say I'm a huge fan of Bernie.
Yeah.
I may have been maybe the first time around I was a fan, but after the DNC completely fucked him. But that's beside the point. I'm like, all right, whatever. Nothing's gonna happen, and this cycle around, it's like I really don't care for any of the candidates. Like on either side, I don't give a fuck about any of them. So anyway, he's like, I'm like, bro, I just don't care. I haven't been really keeping up. So he's all like, oh, whatever, talking shit, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Like, shit you not, 20 minutes later. Bro, so how's that Bernie rally? But I'm like, I thought he was joking.
He was not.
I was like, I thought he was just trolling. But I'm like, but no, he was dead serious.
Uh-huh.
Because he said the exact same thing in the exact same tone. I'm like, all right, you're not that good of an actor, and you're not that good at delivering jokes. So you must be very serious right now. So I'm like, look, I'm going to tell you the same thing I told you 20 minutes ago is I don't know because I didn't go. And it was the same conversation again. Like
20 minutes later.
20 minutes later, I was like,
Three
damn.
times he asked about the Bernie rally.
I was like, wow, whatever you had, I mean, you got your money's worth. 'Cause whatever bottle you were drinking, whatever extras you threw in there, you got your money's worth. He was out of his mind.
Gave him amnesia.
It's like a fucking goldfish.
It's like 51st dates all over again.
It was.
I think at the second time you probably should have just indulged him.
Yeah, you should be like, bro, it was
great.
awesome.
That was great.
I was thinking about it. I was like, you know what? If I would have known he was gonna ask me again, I would have had something a little more. But I was like, the
Caught you off guard.
but it really caught me off guard because I don't know what the fuck he was talking about.
Should have been like Bernie 2020.
Yeah, that's right.
So
So that was pretty hilarious.
anyway, how was the Bernie rally?
Bro, it was fucking lit. Fucking live casted with all the millennials.
Ooh.
We're all talking about the free shit we're getting.
Ooh, free healthcare.
Free healthcare.
Free college.
Free college.
What else?
That's it.
Oh, that's lame. I need some more free shit.
Uh,
Like I need that Obama phone.
Oh.
Can't they get like a Bernie phone?
And that government cheese?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no. No, that the Obama phone, that's gonna be a mainstay. You will always have that option.
I need some UBI,
That'd be nice.
but only Andrew Yang was proposing that.
Mm-hmm.
R.I.P. Andrew
Yep.
Yang.
We hardly knew you.
Anyway, so
It's
yeah,
funny because our boy Peyo was like I think he was more upset than I was.
That what he could. Oh. That
Because this guy wouldn't shut the fuck up, so he's like, bro, no one cares.
he's like, why are you talking about that political shit, right?
Ain't trying to hear that.
I don't care. I ain't vote for nobody. Also, my favorite part of that night was you guys started talking about that the Netflix documentary, the trial of.
Oh, the trials
Gabriel
of
Fernandez.
Gabriel Fernandez, which fuck, that's really fucked up.
I only watched the first episode so far. It's pretty
it,
fucked up.
It doesn't get any better, just so you know.
I don't think I'm gonna finish watching it. Not kidding, I probably will.
I mean, you should. It's
just a joke.
good, but yeah, it's fucked up. Anyway, yeah.
So you guys started talking about it. I haven't seen it, but everybody was talking about it. And then this guy that we don't like that showed up, he started saying, yeah, I think they did kill that kid because he was gay. And then,
Well,
which was already funny enough.
But, I mean, yeah, but he also said like Cause we were talking about, it's like, yeah, like that was really fucked up what happened, and like he's like, yeah, and like he was gay.
Yeah, he
I was
was
like,
gay.
But bro,
He was 8 years old.
He was 8 years
But
old.
my favorite part
I was like, I don't.
is our friend Peo usually doesn't hold anything back. So he immediately was like, bro, how the fuck is he gay? He's 8 years
Yeah,
old.
he's 8 years old. How the fuck is he gay?
And he was
And then he
just going, Peo was going hard. He was like, he's 8 years old. You don't know if you're gay when you're 8 years old. You don't know what you like. He was like, Mama, what do you like when you were 8? I was like,
I like Pokemon
I like
cards."
Pokemon.
You still like Pokemon?
I still do. 22 years later.
Yeah. So then we had that, and then one of our other friends apparently he agreed with the guy, and he's like, yeah, like at 8 years old.
Oh yeah,
like,
but he was drunk. He asked you 3 times about the Bernie.
no. We're talking about his brother. His older
Oh
brother.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah, he was like, yeah, you like at 8 years old, like, yeah, you could tell, you know by then if they're gay. I'm like,
So
I mean,
sometimes
it's arguable. It's not like a fucking science, right? Like,
But the only reason they said that Gabriel was gay is because he was raised by the beginning part of his life by his gay uncle.
and you know what? You know what was fucked up? Like, people are arguing like, oh, it's because he was gay, and oh, it's because of his uncle. I'm like, first of all, that kid would have been way better off with his uncles, and maybe he was gay. Who cares? He would have been better off gay and alive.
Yeah, exactly.
He would, yeah,
And not just that, but like, but being raised by gay guys doesn't mean necessarily
whatever.
make you gay.
yeah. It doesn't.
I was raised by Catholics. And
Oh,
I don't give a fuck.
At first, you said being raised by gay guys.
Yeah.
At first, because I was trying to clear up my congestion, I heard being raped by gay guys. I was like, what the fuck?
Raised, mama,
I was
raised.
like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, now you're not really gay, but
Yeah. But I mean, yeah. So that was like fucked up because like it was the grandparents that took him away from the uncles because the grandparents like, oh no, he shouldn't be raised by
gay
two
dudes.
gay dudes.
Yeah.
So they had him for like a year. They're like, okay, we don't want him anymore. Went back to his mom, and then the mom's boyfriend started shooting him the dick with a BB gun.
Dude, that really pisses me off. Like, it's not my gripe. I have another gripe. But so this is a big thing in like Mexico, like because they're very conservative over there. It's like they believe like, well, not everybody. Obviously, there's a lot of people that don't. But there's a big like conservative sect that believe that like, which is like a large percentage of people, more than like here. You think a lot of conservatives are here, but there's a shit ton in Mexico, and they all believe like if you're raised by gay dudes, you're gonna be gay.
Oh yeah,
100%.
dude, the shit they believe down there is this is why they're a fucking third world country down there. That's why their economy is the way it is because they're all fucking backwards, can't get their head out of their ass thinkers.
It's like that's not true. Like, dude, you could be raised by a lot of different type of people. Doesn't mean you're gonna grow up like them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I completely agree.
Especially, like, and it's not just that. It's like that's not like some things are genetics, and that's not even his fucking parents. There's uncles.
Yeah, because people are like, he was raised by the two gay uncles, so like because one of our friend was saying like, yeah, like don't you think if he sees two dudes, like he's gonna like that's how he's gonna grow up? I'm like, so you're telling me that how come every gay kid or every kid that grows up to be gay that's raised by straight parents?
Yeah, exactly. How come they don't grow up
how come they don't grow up straight because that's all they see? And
Exactly.
blah,
That
no,
doesn't make any goddamn sense.
Fuck out of here. I was gonna say some shit, but I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna. I don't want to disrespect your house, junkyard.
you should have.
I didn't want to besmirch it.
I mean, disrespected every other day. I don't
That's
see what
true.
Saturday
But
was any different.
That is true, but Saturday just felt different. So, but anyway, that's neither here nor there.
Yeah, it's also a mini gripe. I've seen online a lot that people feel there's a gay agenda. Like, yeah, they try to turn your kids gay.
Like they don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
And who
cares?
cares? And yeah, I don't. I
You
don't
know
know. The
what's
whole
funny?
gay thing
You're
pisses me off.
thinking like, look, man, if you're really like concerned, like if they say, oh, they're trying to turn my kid gay, or oh, like my kid turned gay because he saw this. I'm like, first of all, if your kid turned gay, quote unquote, because he one little thing that happened, you know what? He was probably gonna be gay anyway.
Yeah.
Just accept it. Who cares? It's fucking 2020. No one gives a fuck anymore.
Like
And by the time that kid grows up, they're gonna give less of a fuck.
Yeah.
Like there was this movie that just came out not too long ago called Onward. It's a Pixar movie.
Mm-hmm.
I follow like some.
yeah.
I follow some conservative news sites just because I like to follow.
Is that where they kiss? The two guys kiss or boys kiss or whatever?
I don't know. I haven't seen the
Oh.
movie. I just like I follow some conservative news site just because I like to. I like to like pay attention to both.
Just
Alex Jones?
to see what's going on.
See what
good old Breitbart's up to.
see what either side is saying, and I like to compare my own ideas. But one news source, the Daily Wire, Ben Shapiro's thing.
Yeah.
Well, I like Ben Shapiro.
They had an article. I don't think he wrote it, but it was like onward movie to feature openly gay troll character, and it seemed like everybody in the comment section was concerned that this fictional troll was gay. This non-existent creature.
Like other
So
other
let's get
trolls.
so let's get upset that this fictional being
likes other fictional
likes-
beings
That
of the
likes
same
other
sex.
of
of
the same
sex.
gender.
Now keep in mind this thing doesn't exist.
No,
But-
or ever will it.
But the fact that it likes
Other trolls.
of the same sex,
That-
we're upset.
That was
That was enough for them.
issue enough to get outraged. Oh, they're trying to convert our kids to trolls.
Not just regular trolls.
Yeah,
Gay trolls.
gay troll. That's the worst.
What's worse than a troll?
Well, it's okay because your kid's probably gonna grow up a troll anyway. Fucking
Yeah.
online
Yeah.
like you fucks. That's what you should have wrote. All you motherfuckers are trolls already.
I don't know. I used to argue with people on the internet. Like I used to go through comment sections and argue with people. But
Yeah, I don't see you on the Bruce Wayne Facebook page anymore talking shit.
But I realized that there's no point. There's no point arguing with. I'm not going to change somebody's opinion. And it's not my job to change your opinion. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, I'm not the moral police. I can't tell them that they're right or wrong. And it's just a waste of energy. Mm-hmm. And plus, I realized that I was doing it for self gratification. Like, if I told somebody how wrong they were, I was doing it to make me feel better because I felt like I was smarter. But you know, you get nowhere. So, but I do sometimes want to do it. Like when you were saying how the new Batmobile looks ugly.
Terrible.
You're ugly. You're terrible.
Bro.
Also, because my brother was like, it looks like a Chevy Lumina. They first you say it looks like a Chevy Lumina, and I see it looks like a muscle car. Like, bro, Chevy Lumina is a muscle car. Do you not know about that V6
Yeah.
power?
That's right.
That's why they nickname it the Silver Bullet.
Exactly. What do you call it? No, but it looks like a fucking not a Charger. What's the other one? A Challenger.
Challenger.
It looks just like a Challenger.
That's a muscle car.
Yeah. Exactly.
Like the Lumina.
exactly.
It's better than some past Batmobiles.
Which
It's
one?
better. It's
What do you think the worst
know.
Batmobile was?
The worst one I think was the one that glowed in the dark.
You think,
The George
was it
Clooney one?
Batman and
No,
Robin or
the
Batman Forever?
Batman Forever.
Yeah, that one was pretty dumb.
Yeah.
Dude, I
Weren't they the same one in Batman Forever and Batman and Robin?
No, Batman.
I think so. They were pretty.
Yeah,
they were pretty
similar.
similar.
They were both trash. I remember the first time I ever watched Batman Returns, or it was Batman.
Yeah, the first Bat because it
And
was
I
the
saw-
same one.
I thought
It was the
that
same one the
that
first time,
Batmobile.
yeah.
Yeah, man. First
That
time I
was
saw it-
pretty cool.
Now that was the coolest car
Yeah,
I've
that
ever
was
seen in
awesome.
my life. Now that
I like that one.
There's a Batmobile you can set your clock to.
The Tumbler from Batman Begins.
That was
and
cool.
Dark-
I
I
did like-
enjoy that one.
I thought that was okay. I like my second favorite Batmobile is the one with Ben Affleck.
I hate that one.
That one's nice.
It
That
looks
one
like-
actually wasn't bad because
It looked like a squid.
That's true, but at least it had legacy. Like you could actually tell like the homage it paid to the original Batmobile.
I
like
guess.
like the Tumbler was more just like a whole new
Right,
take
it
on
was just a whole new take, right? It was like a tank.
So it had no legacy. Like so,
Right.
I can see why people weren't really attached to it. But
And
the other one,
the new one, it just looks like a muscle car. It doesn't. Is there nothing special about it? I think.
it looks like Nicolas Cage's Gone in 60 Seconds.
Yeah.
Eleanor. Now there's a car you can set your clock to.
There is
Yeah.
something special about it, Junkyard. It makes my dick hard. That's all I
Well,
care
you
about.
you are basic, so I could see why you'd like basic.
It
You
makes-
like that basic ass
Damn,
Batmobile.
he
What
said-
do you-
he said you're a basic bitch.
You want the Ben Affleck Batmobile that looks like a flying squid?
It better look like a flying squid than just like
No,
a basic ass
no.
fucking Challenger.
See, this
a
is what
Dodge,
you-
not even like a Hellcat.
This is what
just
you
like a
do.
basic.
You know what? Honestly,
V6 Challenger.
Like that car. When I first saw the picture, like, oh, first picture's leaked. They're maybe making a big deal about it. I'm like, it looks like some shit out of fucking Car Credit Center. Like some
yeah,
fucking
like Batman went.
yeah.
He had bad credit, so he had to go to that fucking
This
the dealership down the road and shit. Like
The only thing I got from that picture was that Batman had shitty
and,
credit.
and that's the other thing. Like Batman's a fucking billionaire. That motherfucker
And
can't
he's
afford
fucking-
something better
and he's
than a
fucking
fucking
and
Challenger.
he's fucking driving a Chevy Beretta.
Like, get the fuck out of here.
it is
For those that don't know, a Chevy Beretta is a discontinued car that is smaller than a Chevy Lumina.
But similar. It's very, very
But it's very
similar.
similar.
It was only a 2-door.
It
Yeah.
looks.
It was very sporty. Pull it up, Junker. Pull up Chevy Beretta.
All right, I'm
Let,
going.
us put our listeners on.
It looks cool. Makes Batman
Yeah.
look cool.
You know what?
It gives
Yeah.
it. It gives
It looked cool because the picture was dark as shit.
It gives it
all you saw was a silhouette of a fucking beater.
It gives it a retro vibe.
No, it doesn't. It looks
Yes,
like
it
it looks like
does.
a brand new fucking Challenger.
It gives it a retro vibe.
one of my
No, 'cause
my
it
friends
was-
has the
it was-
exact same car.
It was matte black.
Chevy Beretta.
It was matte black.
Doesn't it look like our friend Angel's car? Where you go play basketball. Remember,
Oh,
you
yeah,
guys got
and
that blacked out fucking
Yeah.
Challenger.
It's the term is murdered out.
Murdered out
It's
Challenger.
Wait,
Looks like that
no,
Batmobile.
actually, no. Wait, it's not murdered because I did see some white.
Oh yeah, there's a little. it was like attempted murder.
Attempted murder. Yeah. Go ahead, Chevy Beretta.
I'm going on then. Chevy.
And then
Yeah.
also,
Bro, Beretta GT. Hell yeah.
also it takes place when Batman first starts his career as a crime fighter.
Look, this is what the new Batmobile looks like.
Here, look this one right here.
I don't know what the fuck. I don't
Hold on,
know.
let me pull this up. Hold
Tell
on.
me, it doesn't look like that.
I don't know if that was supposed to be a joke or not because that car looks cool as fuck. I would drive it right
Hold
now.
on, let me pull this up for everybody to see. There you go. Boom, the new Batmobile right there.
That's the new Batmobile. Now, keep in mind, like, okay, I agree, Mamba. That is a cool car.
You say that now.
But that was a cool car in, like-
But yeah,
You say that now, but if you were driving that thing back in the day, you were pulling major pussy.
I know a guy that used to have one of these.
Yeah,
He didn't
so
pull
did
that
I.
much pussy.
Yeah,
But
and he
see-
pulled a lot
he
of pussy. Probably more than you.
So here's the thing. Look, yeah, you say it's a cool car, and that's right. But if you're a fucking billionaire,
I know a 16-year-old kid that drove this.
yeah,
With
it's
no
like,
money.
you're not gonna. If you're a billionaire, you're not gonna drive a fucking
It
Chevy
is
Beretta.
Batman when he first starts his career.
He was a billionaire when he was born, you stupid fuck.
Batman doesn't go out to a dealer. It's like, hey,
You do
can
realize
I get
you do realize that Batman is not a self-made millionaire.
Yeah,
The fucker inherited Wayne Enterprise.
He's like Kylie Jenner. He's
Yeah,
a self-
right.
Batman. This movie, The Batman. Let me tell you.
Put us
fucking-
on. Put us on,
Let
Mamba.
me tell you, fucking
Tell us
idiot
all about
something.
the
Let me
Batman.
tell you, twat.
So is
something.
it the Batman or the Batman?
It's the Batman.
Oh, the Batman. Okay.
I'll tell you. I'm not gonna tell Joker because
All right, tell
his
me, tell
favorite
me.
movie is Superman Returns,
Oh, that was trash.
and
That shit-
the bad guy is a rock.
Yeah.
A plot of land.
The antagonist is a fucking a real estate mogul.
The plot for the Batman, it takes place early in his career, like the 90s or 80s, and it's more of a
Oh,
detective
that makes
story.
sense. That's why he's driving a Chevy Beretta.
There you go. There
Early
you go.
90s.
Now you're getting it.
Yeah, right. I wonder if he's gonna glow in the dark while he's driving.
No, that's Superman.
No.
When he gets inconvenienced.
That's Edward Cullen.
When he gets
Edward Cu-
inconvenienced by kryptonite.
Edward Cullen's gonna be driving, glowing in the dark in a fucking murdered out Batmobile. A Blackmobile.
I'm not gonna try to. You know what? I said it earlier. I don't try to argue with people online. I'm not gonna argue with you. When that movie comes out, don't go see it. Okay.
I am. I'm gonna go see
And
it.
if I hear,
I'm gonna talk so much shit about it, it's gonna be trash.
I'm sure that even if you do like it, you'll still tell me how much you hate it.
It's gonna be a hot garbage.
Just like Man of Steel and
Man of Steel was badass.
That was
No.
no, it was not. You're a fucking liar. You are a fucking
Fantastic.
liar.
now.
See, you can't even say that with a straight face. That shit,
great.
That shit hurt your soul. I could see
Henry Cavill
I could
is
see,
the man.
I could see you going. It was
way
fantastic.
way better than that Twilight fuck.
You know what? I don't mind you lying to me. That's fine. But what really, I feel bad about is when you lie to yourself. All right? That's when it becomes an issue.
Sure.
And Robert Pattinson,
Terrible.
he's a good actor. Have you bothered seeing any of his movies?
I actually just downloaded was it Lighthouse the other day. Haven't watched it yet.
That he was great in that.
Okay. Great.
Also, there's another movie called
Twilight 1, Twilight 2,
Good Time.
Twilight 3,
It was
Twilight
the
4,
guys that
Twilight
directed,
5. I watched all those.
Wait, what wasn't like?
Why'd you watch all those?
My ex-girlfriend wanted to see those.
Yeah, I seen
Oh,
them all.
you had no desire to see them?
Fuck no. I don't watch that bullshit.
I saw the first one.
So she
It was
tells you what
terrible.
to do?
it was
My
it was-
ex-girlfriend did, yeah.
I saw the first one. It was pretty bad, but then like I was already invested in the plot, so I kind of had to see the whole
Yeah,
thing
right.
through.
I watched all of them. Breaking Dawn.
Hey,
It was-
man.
They
If
were
somebody told
terrible.
you, if somebody
and
told
he
you,
was probably the worst part of those movies.
if
Well, no,
somebody was like,
Kristen-
I will
he was the
cut
second
you
worst part
a
of those
fat
movies.
check, you have to be you have to act in these terrible movies. Would you do it?
No, because I have integrity.
No, you
Get
fucking
the fuck
don't.
out!
I
First
have
of all,
integrity.
no, you don't have integrity. And if you did, is definitely for sale.
In order
Very
to,
cheap.
In order to have integrity, you need a spine, which we all know you lack because you are a cephalopod.
I have tons of integrity. I got asked to do another podcast while I was doing this one, but no, I didn't leave.
Nobody
It's a
asked.
goddamn lie.
Nobody asked. What did they ask to produce it?
Huh?
To produce it?
Yeah.
That's a lie because your producer skills are shit.
Did they ask you? Did they ask you to borrow your equipment? Is that what?
That's
they
probably
asked
what
you?
it was.
Everything, all the above.
Uh huh. What did they want? What did they want specifically from you?
Everything.
It wasn't
my
your
skills, my talent.
It wasn't your comedic.
They wanted me to take my talents to South Beach.
It wasn't your
like
comedic
LeBron.
wit.
Definitely not.
It's all of it, all the above.
I think
all the above.
I think your most valuable asset as a member of a podcast is probably the equipment you have access to.
And the space.
That is
And the space. Thank you very much.
Yeah, that is probably like that's where your value lies. As far as like talent and production value, no,
It's great. What are you talking about?
definitely not.
Yeah.
Like if Momba had all this equipment in a basement,
You'd be there.
I think we'd be there.
Go ahead, buy it then.
No, me and Momba would be there.
Well,
not-
you guys could chip in and buy some podcast equipment.
Because I don't have the wherewithal or the desire to do this.
but if you did,
Yeah.
So then my skills
is having
is
equipment.
necessary. No. What about?
Uh-huh.
Oh, you're fine. You guys gonna edit and upload everything. Go ahead.
No,
I'll send you
that's-
guys the files tonight.
That's your job. We are the
I
talent.
know that's yeah, and I'm the skill. Thank you. You just confirmed my.
You're necessary to the machine. You're a cog in the machine. But you're like
I am the machine.
But you're very expendable. It's easier.
I'm
to,
the least expendable out of this fucking
It's like
group.
it's easy to find. Like, oh yeah, can you just upload this for us? Or, oh here, just record this bullshit. It's a lot harder to like find talent.
if this was a movie set, you'd be an integral part, but you wouldn't be important. You'd be like craft services.
No, you'd be what do they call those guys? You'd be a stagehand or something. Just
Yeah.
something that
Fine. Next week, you guys can go ahead and set everything up at Mamba's place.
My place is too small.
You can do it at Tony's house.
Or
Tony's got a
also
basement.
you're not neither of you are invited to my place. So
Oh, you guys can do it at Tony's house.
I like coming here now.
No, too late.
especially since you have that mini fridge.
Yeah, the mini fridge is a great addition.
Did you talk about that?
We talked about it last episode.
No, you talk about getting it.
Yeah.
But we didn't talk. You didn't talk about how the one you actually got.
No.
So talk about it.
What do you want me to say? It's the same shit as we said last week. It's a fucking mini fridge.
All right, great. So we can move on. Next
can.
topic.
We can. I'm not the one that brought it up. You guys did.
What's next on the agenda?
Our YouTube comment.
All right, let's get to that comment.
It's from our listener, Jessica. She says, best episode in a while. Y'all might have to record without Tony once in a while. FOMO makes the heart grow fonder.
So what episode is that? Is that the one that we recorded when?
Obviously, you weren't here.
No, I think that's the one I was here. What she's saying is that I shouldn't.
187. So that
So-
was not last. That was 2 episodes ago, I think.
So yeah, so I was here. So basically, she's saying that
Oh, it's probably the one before.
she was saying that when I miss and I come back, the episodes just get that much better because the quality without me is like degraded. So she's saying, yeah, maybe once in a while you should miss, so that to remind everyone, like, oh man, this is what could happen, and then when I come back, everything is fine, all is right in the world.
You should. What she's saying is that you should probably miss more often.
That is what you would
That's
like.
exactly what she said.
That's
Miss
what
more often.
that's what you guys would like to believe. Look, I understand it's kind of a bitter pill to swallow to know that that you guys really can't do this without me, type of thing. I understand
we've
that.
done this without you. Plenty of times.
Okay, you can't do it well. I understand it. It is hard. Like if it were me, like let's say if me and Momba or me and Junkyard were recording, and and we put out an inferior product, and we thought we did really good, and we're really trying, and then people were like, "Oh yeah, man, that's just not as good." Like I understand. I understand how you guys would feel. Like I would feel like, "Oh man, that kind of sucks." So I could see why, you guys would feel that
Well,
way.
it's fine because next week you guys are going to record without me, so you guys
That
can go ahead and
extended
test it out.
that extended monologue that you just went on that went nowhere is exactly why we put out a better product.
I don't know. That's not what.
How does that make
That's
you?
not what the listeners have said.
How does that make you feel,
What,
Titanic?
what was that other? What you swear I got time to be making fake accounts,
Titanic Sinclair.
Mr. Sinclair.
Mr. Sing- First of all, I don't have time to be making fake accounts. And first of all, where would I even come up with that?
I bet you next week.
Because you knew the whole story behind Titanic Sinclair.
Because I stay in the know.
Exactly how you would have made that fake account.
I bet you next week we're gonna have like a response to that comment. Like, no way, Tony is the best part of this podcast, and it would die without him. It's a comment from Marcus Pontiac. Some made up ass name.
You guys are just haters. But it's okay. It's okay. I feel the same way. Like if I were in your shoes, I would be apprehensive as well.
You should get one of the burner accounts to tell how terrible we are. Mm-hmm. Like, yeah, they're haters.
Tony's the best.
Yeah,
We love Tony.
He's so talented
and so good looking.
I mean, I can't help that. I can't help what the perception is from our fans.
Yeah. When you get home, make sure you sign into your burner accounts and write that on YouTube. Anyway, let's move on as a continuation from last week, right?
Continuation? We don't have a continuation.
Not an MMA minute.
Uh-huh.
Or not an MMA segment.
We already...
So last week, we talked about the fight that was coming up, UFC 248. I hope everybody watched it. We went ahead and... Who do you think won this week, guys?
Well, since you have the chart up,
Yes,
you won it.
I did. I forgot to do these. Hold on. So yeah, I won. I got one wrong all evening. Well, as far as the main card went, Tony got last place again, and Momba got second with 2 right. So yeah, I am still the champ.
So how much money did you win?
Nah, I didn't bet on these.
Oh,
So there
It
was...
didn't matter because if I would have bet, I still lost one. I would have lost that parlay because I usually bet parlays.
All right, so I really don't care about any of the fights. Most of them were boring as fuck. I even took a nap. I think I fell asleep for one of them. But the
Co-main event?
The co-main event. Now that should have been the main event. I should have just left after that and beat traffic.
Yeah, that was a fantastic fight, and that goes ahead and leads me to my gripe. Actually, I have a gripe that has to do with these fights.
Is your gripe with Zhang or with Megamind?
Wake the fuck up.
No, my gripe is with the idea. So for those
Is your gripe with casuals, filthy casuals?
not necessarily casuals. So for those who didn't watch the fight, the main event was Israel Adesanya, like we said last week, versus Yoel Romero. Israel Adesanya is the champion. Okay, the fight was, I'm not gonna lie, was fairly boring. Like it was very uneventful. There was a lot.
It wasn't what everybody thought it was going to be.
Everybody thought it was gonna be a barn burner, which is quite the opposite. It's like, what's the opposite of a barn burning?
A barn building?
Exactly.
Not even building the foundation for the
Right.
barn. That's
Fucking watching the paint dry in the barn.
watching the paint dry in the barn.
That's what it is. And it was not eventful.
Yeah, it was trash.
But the whole idea, people were like, oh, Israel the champ sucks because he's not, like fighting the fight, blah blah. Like, dude, my gripe is he's the champion. Like people that keep blaming him for the fight sucking, it's not his fucking fault. Like if anything, it's the challenger's fault. It's Yoel Romero's fault for not. So you have to take it to the champion. That's like if you're trying to win the fucking belt, you try to take it. You know what I'm saying? You try to take that fucking belt from them. You got to do all any means necessary.
I mean, yeah,
to win.
Exactly. You're the challenger.
Right. You're challenging for the belt.
Adesanya is already established. He has a belt.
So you can just chill. Like
Well,
I already
not-
got the belt.
not chill,
I'm just gonna,
but-
that's what he was fucking doing.
Well, yeah, but the thing is, like, the whole point is him playing his game plan. Like, he had a game plan. The thing is, like, he did what he had to win.
So now you know his game plan is to be fucking boring.
No, because that's the first fight he's been boring at. Most of his fight.
Boring.
The reason he
Snooze
just
fest.
played it safe because Yoel Romero has tremendous knockout power, and he can easily take you out with one punch.
Right. And if Yoel wanted to be, he should have been aggressive. He should have used this. He's a fucking silver medalist in wrestling.
Yeah.
How many takedowns did he take? One.
I'm trying to see a slugfest.
Well, he didn't even. The motherfucker didn't land that many strikes.
I was trying to see.
I think he landed one strike in the whole first round.
That is what I wanted to see was a slugfest.
And also,
But I'm not that upset because I saw exactly that at the co-main event.
Yeah, the co-main event was
That was a
lit.
slugfest. I've never seen like two women take so many hits.
and it was the day before Women's Day,
Oh.
and they showed why women are very.
Oh yeah,
important.
International Women's Day was
Yeah.
Sunday,
Yeah, and this was Saturday,
which was great because it was also daylight savings.
Yeah.
So they lost an hour. so not even their days are equal.
Damn.
Oh, so
I mean, am I wrong though? It's like, hey, International Women's Day. All right, we're gonna cut it back an hour.
their
'cause
their
you,
day
you guys had enough.
their day is 70%. Oh, well, that didn't land well. Moving on.
77%.
Yeah, 77%.
So they only get 77% of the hours.
So anyway, so that's my gripe. My gripe is just that like if challengers should always be putting themselves, because the thing is like, so this is the whole point. If you're the challenger, what do you have to lose? You don't have the fucking belt. You have nothing. Your whole point is like you're supposed to put yourself out there to get that belt, to get what you originally are seeking.
Also, Yoel Romero doesn't have any excuses because this is his third title
And it's
fight.
probably going to be his last.
Third title
This was,
fight.
if anything, this was his last shot to win a belt,
Especially
and he fucking snoozed.
Especially at the age of like 42,
Right.
I think.
No, 43.
That motherfucker's up there.
Yeah, he's up there, and this was his third title fight. So this is probably his last shot. And now that he fucking snoozed,
Yeah, not only that, he was coming in 0-3 in his last fights.
right?
He probably should have went in there, did what he had to do, but he didn't.
Nope,
So that's on him.
that's on him, and that's my gripe. So
But those casuals,
right, we'll like you to think otherwise.
Filthy
those
casuals.
filthy casuals are like, oh, what a boring fight. Why did the champ, he was running away?
But
Yeah.
are they wrong though? It was a boring fight.
Well, it was a boring fight, but
Yeah.
it had nothing to do with. It wasn't necessarily Israel's fault that it was boring. It was
So whose fault it is that it was boring?
Yoel Romero's.
Yeah.
I say it's the establishment's fault that they put out an inferior product.
No, because everybody thought it was going to be great.
I thought it was.
Everybody was. It was one of the most.
Israel did what he had to
You know
do.
what? You know what they need to do?
Anticipated
They need to fucking change the rules on that. But they need to have like, you know how in the NBA there's a 24-second shot clock. Like they gotta have that in there. Like, hey, in 3 seconds, someone's got to throw a punch, and if you don't, then you lose.
They
a
don't
point.
have it. The refs try to do. Like, the ref was like, if you guys don't do something, I'm going to take a point.
From who?
For both of them.
Yeah, but you can't do that.
But if you take a point from both of them, then they're both still tied.
That
Well,
is
yeah, but
just
Fucking
yeah.
stupid.
I mean, but the thing is, like, if they're both not engaging, you can't really take both just from one.
But also
Like how do you determine who you take a point from if they're not engaging?
also
You have to
it's,
say you gotta do both.
Also, it's not the ref's
But
job to
that's
take.
pointless. It's like I'm gonna take a point from
But
you, a
the-
point from you, and you're still tied.
But the thing is that if they're not tied, though, in the judges' scorecard, nobody knows what the judges' scorecard
All right,
have.
so then
they may not be tied.
So then if the score is 2-1 and he takes
take
away a
point from-
point, the point is 1-0, and
the
he's
guy's still winning.
by 1 point.
Yeah.
And if he doesn't take any points,
So that-
he's
but
still
that-
winning by 1 point.
but the thing is
point
that-
is that the point is that it is pointless.
But that they
should
also boost the challenger
They
to
should
try to
have
push-
a shot clock.
A shot
Every
clock?
3 seconds, someone needs to throw a punch.
That's stupid.
Every 3 seconds, someone needs to throw a
No,
punch. If
no.
no punch is being thrown, then the
But the thing is, MMA. It's not boxing. They can be throwing kicks.
well,
What
fucking
about
figure it out. A kick, a punch, something, some strike. How about a strike?
no?
you have
What about grappling?
you either have to throw a strike or go for a takedown.
Or throw a grapple.
Or throw a grapple. One of those are your options. You have to do that every like 5 seconds. If that does not happen, then you take away a point from the challenger. And then you switch off. Then you start out. Then if 5 seconds go by, nothing happens. Then you take a point away from the
Then you end up at the same spot as if you just took a point away from both.
Well,
of them.
then you got to play the game, and eventually at the end you got to figure out who's going to end up with at least 1 point.
That's stupid. And you're gonna kill more clock like that because the thing is, then the referee has to stop and take a point away from
How
everybody.
about this? You have 5 seconds to throw a strike or to throw a grapple. And if you don't, the first time it goes on the challenger, right? So fight starts. If nothing happens in 5 seconds, then the challenger.
That's 5 seconds is a really short amount of time.
Okay, fine, 10 seconds. 10
That's
seconds.
still too short.
20 seconds. Fuck it, we'll do NBA. 24 seconds. 24 seconds go by. Come on, if 24 seconds you can set up a set play, that's plenty of time for you to throw a fucking punch.
I know how to make it exciting.
No, hold on.
Put weapons in
I have
there.
that would be yeah.
Ooh, you could be like the night
So
thing.
if 24 seconds go by, nothing happens, a fucking bat flies in the ring,
Uh-huh.
and then hey, somebody's got to grab it. And trust me, whoever grabs it is gonna use it. All right. So anyway, no weapons. So 24 seconds
Audience participation.
to throw a strike.
Somebody
or
throws
throw
in
a grapple.
A dildo.
If you don't, then it starts off with a challenger. The challenger has to stand there and take a punch.
Oh.
And then another 24 seconds go by. And if nobody throws anything, then the champion has to stand there and take a punch. Eventually, someone's gonna fall.
That's stupid as fuck.
That's fucking great as fuck.
Anyway,
We need to find a way to expedite this bullshit.
nah, that's something casual would say. Anyway,
Well, clearly by my score,
yeah, you
I'm
are-
a damn casual.
Exactly. Anyway, all right, that's my gripe. So
Hell no, motherfuckers! Wake the fuck up.
I do like Mama's idea. If 24 seconds go by and no punch is being thrown, a third person goes in the ring, and they also have a chance to get the belt.
oh, how they gotta make weight though?
No, fuck that. It's free for all at this point. Who would have been next for a title shot if it wasn't those two?
Paulo Costa, he was actually there.
Okay, exactly. If nothing's happening, fuck it, throw them in there. Have a fucking three-way brawl.
I like it.
I mean, when you got three motherfuckers in there, someone's gonna throw some kind of punch at some point, right? And if 24 seconds go by, you throw in a fourth motherfucker. I don't care. Have a rumble. It works for the WWE. It's one of their highest rated events. It's the Royal Rumble. Am I right or am I right?
These are solid,
Yeah,
solid ideas.
I'm fucking right.
This is terrible ideas.
It's fucking
You
great.
should do that with all sports. It's uneventful. Get another. You got a basketball game. Both of these teams that aren't really scoring, playing fundamentals. Get a third team in there.
Yep. Throw another player. Just fuck it. Make it 6-on-5.
So there's something actually I wanted to talk about.
Ooh, not fun facts. Not fun facts. These facts are never fun. Not fun for anyone. Not fun facts.
Judging by the title of this article you're about to read.
No, this is not the article. This is
That's the news article.
That's the news article.
This is not fun fact.
This is actually
don't
conspiracy
don't
corner.
You know your segments?
Well, this is a conspiracy.
Well, it's not. It's a conspiracy / horror thing. So I was watching this. So the other day, I don't know.
I thought we were going to talk about small penises.
That's our news article. And stop giving away our fucking future segments, you fuck.
You don't talk to me like that. All right.
Anyway, so I was looking up. I don't know how the fuck I stumbled upon. Oh, that's what it was. I was on Facebook, right, looking at memes. I mean, what else do you do on Facebook? So I was checking out memes, and there was a meme of this like little like like a tunnel with a red light coming out of it, and it said nobody, and then it said Zach. His name is Zach.
Galifianakis.
Zach Baggins, I think, or I forgot what the fuck his name
Zach
is.
Braff.
No, anyway,
Zach Baggins.
that's his name. Anyway,
Is that like
he's on the Travel
Is that
Channel horror show.
Bilbo Baggins' cousin from New Jersey, Zach Baggins?
Yeah, exactly. I'll look up his name right now. Anyway, he says nobody go. Oh, let's go check that out.
Oh, you're talking about that the Ghost Hunter
Yeah,
guy.
the Ghost Hunter.
Okay,
Ghost
so,
Adventures.
So basically, the meme is like some nobody, and then there's some weird shit, and
Yeah.
then Zach Baggins. Oh, let's go check that out.
Yeah, it's Zach
with the
Baggins. I was
spike-
right.
yeah.
I don't know what the fuck you guys are.
That
like,
show
Zach Baggins.
is the worst show ever.
So anyway, I was like, who the fuck is that? I didn't know I didn't get the meme because I was like, who the fuck is Zach? I don't watch this shit. I used to watch Ghost Hunters back in the day, but that was a while ago. So I looked up Zach Baggins.
Uh-huh.
So I started going through Zach Baggins, and I fell through the wormhole basically. I looked up Zach Baggins. I went. It took me to YouTube, and then it turns out that he bought this chair. So you guys remember the movie The Conjuring? They made 1 and
Yeah.
2. So the third Conjuring that hasn't come out yet is going to be based on a demonic possession, and the demonic, I guess, Lorraine Warren, Ed and Lorraine Warren, the guys from The Conjuring, helped exorcise the demon out of this guy or kid. It was a kid.
Like work out the demon or take the demon
Both.
out. Oh, okay.
They worked him out to get him out
Ah,
because he's think of the demon like a sloth. Like he doesn't want to
So you got to work him out.
you got to work him out. So I'm gonna get out. He's like, I don't want to be in here. It's too much work, and he gets the fuck out. So anyway, they got the demon out, but it like jumped into another person, and that person ended up killing somebody. So anyway, this is obviously the lore of what happened. So Zach Baggins bought this chair at I guess he bought it from like the people who originally owned it, and put it in his museum. He's got a museum in Vegas with a bunch of haunted shit. And I guess shit started going crazy.
Wait, so where's this chair from?
From the exorcism, I guess. What happened was when they got exorcised, I guess it was exorcised from this chair.
Okay.
So there's still like
the chair was haunted.
the chair's technically still haunted, supposedly. So like I guess anybody who sits in the chair gets back problems. and like some dude, one of the friends of the family members, sat down in the chair,
and he
can't walk.
He immediately needed a backiotomy,
something like that, and like nobody can like be around this chair anyway. I guess they bought this chair, and like a bunch of weird shit started happening in the actual like inside the museum. So like people started fainting and shit. Like they have video of it, of like security video of people like falling down and shit. And then I guess he had to close the fucking exhibit down because he started feeling shit at his house
Because of a chair.
So anyway, so that's part of the story, right? So I started digging a little deeper into this wormhole, and it led me to right here nearby in Gary, Indiana. I guess there was a supposed demonic possession. I don't know if you guys heard about this.
No,
Really close. I mean, it's from Chicago, we're like an hour away from Gary.
that's uncomfortably close.
Exactly. So there was this family called the Amons. Okay, the Amons. There was a mom, the mother Amons, I forgot her name, and then a bunch of little kids. And supposedly one of the kids was possessed. And so a whole bunch of shit happened. Like a father came in and ended up exorcising the demons out of. It turned out supposedly it was the mom that was possessed. Some bullshit like that. Anyway, Zach Baggins bought the fucking house.
Okay.
He bought the house where the Amons lived that was supposedly still had demons inside. And he made this whole documentary called Demon House. I'm telling you, man, I went through this whole wormhole. I didn't get to watch the movie, but I watched like the lost... It was called The Lost Tapes of Demon House. I'm like, how the fuck are they lost? He fucking recorded it. They were lost. They were just excluded from the movie. But anyway, that's besides the point. So, yeah, it led me to this. Like
Everything's digital. How do you lose a fucking tape?
you don't lose the tapes. But anyway, so this house in Gary, he ended up like filmed this whole like documentary about like they had to dig up like these like artifacts that were supposedly causing the possession, and the original priest that exorcised these demons from the family went back to the house to do another exorcism on the house and shit. It was pretty wild, if you believe that sort of shit. It was hard for me to buy because they were showing a bunch of shit. I don't know. Anyway, but I just thought it was really interesting. I even though I don't believe it, I find all that shit, all the supernatural shit, pretty.
Also,
Pretty
when
interesting.
you looked up Ghost Hunters, I noticed that I've seen it before. My sister watches
Ghost Adventures. This is what he's from, Zach Baggins.
Same thing. They do the same thing. Literally. There's no ghost. This show has been out since 2008. I don't think they've seen one ghost.
I don't know.
People still watch it.
Hey man, if I fell through the hole, I can see how other people would have too. You know.
Uh-huh.
I mean, it's interesting shit. Oh, anyway, just to finish the story off. So it turns out after he did the documentary, he tore the house down. Because I looked this house up and I wanted to be like, oh, maybe we could just like drive by it or some shit.
Hell no.
And like, no, they tore.
What you scared for, son?
He tore the house
I
down.
ain't going to Indiana. I'd rather be possessed to go to Indiana.
Oh, so it's not that it's haunted or anything.
Yeah.
You're just like, oh, Indiana, fuck that.
Don't you want to go see Michael Jackson's old home from Gary?
So I could get diddled by his ghost? No, thank you. Yeah, I've watched those shows before. They get kind of creepy. I mean, if you go to an abandoned anything and it's dark in the middle of the night, yeah, it's scary, but they like never find anything.
So I guess the question is, do you guys believe in ghosts and demons?
Do I believe in it? I think it's highly unlikely.
I believe it because there's been plenty of times when I'm texting a girl and she just ghosts me.
Very clever. Very clever. I can't.
That has happened to me a few times.
I see. So you've been ghosted.
I have been ghosted.
Very
So I definitely do believe that they exist.
Can't believe I didn't think of that myself.
But anyway, yeah. So that's our / not fun fact / conspiracy corner / horror.
I do like it though. I told you about it at work the other day. One of the aspects of my job is that I go online and I see what all these kids are looking up
Yeah.
and all the websites.
PewDiePie.
No, none of them actually look at
Fortnite?
PewDiePie. Fortnite stuff. They try to find like there's actually games online that are Fortnite light games. Anyways, that's beside the point. This one kid I came across, it said he looked up this thing called SCP. I was like, what the fuck is that?
Symantec Endpoint Protection.
No, it was not.
It's an antivirus.
Oh, well, it's not that. It's not an antivirus. What it was like SCP Wiki. I was like, what the fuck is that? So I looked, and it was just like a wiki page. and it had all this text and everything. I didn't understand any of it. I was like, "What is this?" Usually, it's like a game website or some shit. It wasn't, so I like kind of ignored it. But then I started going through it. It had these like entries. So basically, the point of the wiki page is to make it seem like look it up, Jickard. I think it's SCP Foundation or something. And
I'm gonna laugh when you to a semantic page.
not STP, SCP.
Oh. SC
Yeah,
as in cat.
yeah. Oh, there you go.
Oh, scpwiki.net.
Yeah. So it's a wiki page, and it's designed to look like a government-sponsored.
Do you want me to show this to the people, or is this just for us?
No, there's just text in it. It's literally just all text. But what it is, it's
This website looks like it was made like in 1999.
yeah, that's the thing. But it has these entries that people could actually add, and it's coming from the point of view of like it's a foundation that hides and incarcerates various paranormal
I'll put our music back in because I want to hear the creepiness.
things, like just random objects. And some of them are really random, but it'll tell you like how to contain this thing, what it does, and how they came across it, and like its threat level, what you need to be wary of.
Oh, so it's like a how-to for aberrations.
Yeah, or just like different random objects. Like one of them is like a miniature.
Can we read one?
Yeah, go up. I'll show you because it's hard to navigate this page. You see where it says SCP-1?
Yeah.
Go to the left.
Right here?
Yeah, click that. There's literally hundreds of these things. That many people. So these are all like, let's keep on going down. I'll tell you which one kind of creeped me out. Go to like 99. 96, the Shy Guy.
Read this bad boy?
Yeah.
All right. Let me turn this on.
Shy guy is in quotations, by the way.
All right.
So it's
So SCP
096.
96.
Object class Euclid.
I like how they have fucking serial numbers for these things.
What is the object class, Momba? Do you know?
Euclid.
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 It's basically the class. Is it hard to contain?
Oh,
Like their threat level, kind
Right.
of. So,
so different classes are harder to contain than other classes.
yeah.
So this is a threat level
Euclid.
Euclid.
Whatever that is. Okay.
I forgot what the other ones are, but there's like other harder ones to contain.
All right. So special contamination procedures. SCP-096 is to be contained in its cell 5 meters by 5 meters by 5 meters, airtight steel cube at all times. Weekly checks for any cracks or holes are mandatory. There are to be absolutely no video surveillance or optical tools of any kind inside SCP-096 cells. Security personnel will use pre-installed pressure sensors and laser detectors to ensure SCP-096 presence inside the cell. Any and all photos, videos, recording SCP-096 likeness are strictly forbidden without approval from Doctor, and it's blacked out.
It's redacted.
Yeah,
It's redacted.
See,
Apparently.
they have stuff that's redacted to make it seem like it's.
So it says, description, SCP-096 is a humanoid creature measuring approximately 2.38 meters in height. How tall is that?
So a meter is about 36 inches. I may be wrong. I think a yard is 36
I'll
inches.
just look it up.
No, it's fine. Okay, you're taking away.
Oh, well, I just want to know how tall this is. Oh, 7.8, 7 feet, almost 8 feet.
Holy shit.
Big as fuck. Anyway,
Oh, that's right, because that box has to be 5 meters.
yeah,
So that's it. That has to
it's
be
a small box. Well,
No.
not that big, it's a big ass box.
5
yeah.
meters is 5 meters is a big ass
Yeah.
fucking. I didn't realize it's a big ass. I'm thinking 5 feet by 5
No,
feet.
meters. So he's like 8 feet tall. Subject shows very little muscle mass. Oh, that sounds like Tony.
Oh.
With preliminary analysis of body mass suggesting mild malnutrition. That sounds exactly
That's
like
definitely
Tony.
me.
Arms are grossly out of proportion with the rest of the subject's body.
Also me.
With an approximate length of 1.5 meters each. Skin is mostly devoid of pigmentation with no sign of body hair. What the fuck?
I have no hair.
Are you the shy guy?
I have nothing but body hair actually.
SCP-096 jaw can open 2 to 4 times the norm of an average human. Other facial features remain similar to an average human, with the exception of the eyes, which are also devoid of pigmentation. It is not yet known whether SCP-096 is blind or not. It shows no signs of higher brain functions and is not considered to be sapient. SCP-096 is normally extremely docile.
So then why the fuck are you trying to like contain them?
I don't know.
He's got to keep
With
it.
pressure sensors inside the cell indicating it spends most of the day pacing by the eastern wall. However, when
It's fucking 5 meters. How much pacing can you do inside a fucking box?
When someone views SCP-096's face, whether it be directly via video recording or even a photograph, it will enter a stage of considerable amount of distress. SCP-096 will cover its face with its hand and begin screaming, crying, and babbling incoherently. Approximately 1 or 2 minutes after the first viewing, SCP-096 will begin running to the person who viewed its face, who will from this point on be referred to as SCP-096-1. What the fuck? Documented speeds have varied from 35 kilometers per hour to, and then it's redacted, and seems to depend on distance from SCP-096-1. At this point, no known material or method can impede SCP-096 progress. The actual position of SCP-096-1 does not seem to affect SCP-096's response. It seems to have an innate sense of SCP-096-1's location. This reaction does not occur when viewing artistic depictions.
So you can see pictures of them.
Right.
So what's that document? Does the document tell us what it looks like?
Let's see. Upon arriving at... Oh, here, let me pull it up. No, it doesn't. There's no depictions of it. This is like...
Oh, it's a transcript.
It's a transcript
Yeah.
of the
See,
experiment.
they have like
What the fuck?
made up transcripts and everything.
About the encounters?
Yeah.
Upon arriving SCP-096-1's location, SCP-096 will proceed to kill and data expunge.
Data's been expunged, yes. Clearly. Why?
SCP
Because what? Do you think Edward Snowden can get us the rest of his information?
Probably.
SCP-096...
No, you need to ask Julian Assange.
Oh, that's right.
100% of the cases have left no traces of SCP-096-1. SCP-096 will then sit down for several minutes before regaining its composure and becoming docile once again. It will then attempt to make its way back to its natural habitat. Due to the possibility of mass chain reaction, including breach of Foundation secrecy and large civilian loss of life, retrieval of subjects should be considered alpha priority. Dr. Redacted has also petitioned for immediate termination of SCP-096. Termination order has been approved.
So I don't know. There's hundreds of these, and if you like science fiction and you like reading, they're kind of interesting.
They seem very detailed.
Yeah, like
that's kinda cool.
people really get into the detail of it, and they write these like at the bottom. There's like an interview, a transcript between this soldier who had to contain him. It's kind of don't read the whole thing. It's gonna take forever.
No, I'm just looking through it.
But one day I was just bored and I was at work and I came across this and I read through like a dozen of them.
So now you know how to contain some of these aberrations?
These made up, these fictional things.
But if you ever come across one, now you know what to do.
Now I know what to do.
Well, if he comes across SCP-096, he's dead.
That's true. Don't look at it.
You can't look at his face.
You become SCP-096-1.
But you always know where SCP-96 is.
Well, no, he knows where I am.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
He's gonna know where you're at
He's
all
gonna
times.
come and fuck me up.
So as soon as you look at him in the face, he turns on like Find Your Friends on your phone or some bullshit.
So yeah, I just thought it was interesting, and it's just weird what kids do with their time now. But it's also
And it's weird what you do with your
I
time.
do with my time too.
Anyway, all right.
Now we know what Momba does with his time.
It's very interesting. Very interesting in that today's a very well-rounded episode. Let's get to
That means it's not good.
That means it's great. Let's get to our crazy news story, shall we?
I just want to ask why this article was chosen.
Because it's great, and
Does it hit close to
it hits
home?
very close to home. It's going to be my favorite.
first-
I'm actually very disappointed in this article because I actually looked into this, and it's only in Europe, and it's not here, so I can't really do anything about it. Plus, I'm married, so I guess I can't do anything. But it's it's nice to know stuff
Well,
like
in
this is out there.
America, we don't have that problem.
Oh, I know you definitely have that problem.
We don't have that problem in America. We have great American penis here.
No, you do not.
Go ahead.
It says dating site for men with small penises just launched. The website called Dinky One was made for men with body image issues, specifically regarding a certain part of the male body. According to the dating site, the average erect penis length is about 5.5 inches. You're definitely way below that, Mamba.
Yeah, dude, get him off you.
With only those deemed below average eligible
Why do you
to
think
sign
you
up.
picked this article?
Huh?
It wasn't for me.
The creators of the app hope it will help people realize size isn't everything. Sometimes it's about motion of the ocean, right?
That's what guys with small penises like you to think.
Bro, it's not the size of the chili. It's how spicy it is.
Oh.
It says the adult entertainment industry only casts males with well over average sized penises. In addition, adverts on major porn sites advertise dubious products to increase penis size. All of this makes a man already insecure about his size even more self-conscious. Some men are big, some are average, some are below average. Dinky ones let smaller men date people outside their circle of friends with the safety that everyone using the site is fully aware.
That is an embarrassing name. Like, if you're on that site, they could have gave it a better name.
Yeah, it's weird. It is a weird name. They should have did like the opposite, like Big Dicks Anonymous. But then the description be like, this is not really for big dicks, like for small dicks. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I mean, I appreciate the honesty. It's a bit like Channel 4 show Naked Attraction, where prospective daters know more about someone's body before anything else. Wow, I'm really interested in that show now. It's like Blind. What's that one that you watch on Netflix?
Blind.
Love is Blind, but with nudity.
Great fucking show, by the way. We'll talk about that later.
Anyway, as this month, nearly 30,000 people have signed up to the dating site, with around 27% of the user base identifying as female, 71% male, and 2% transgender. You don't
Would you? If you're transgender and you got a small dick, you really got the shit out of that stick, right? Like
Maybe.
if you were transitioning from female to male.
I think these are male to female.
Yeah, because if you're transitioning, usually your dick gets smaller when you're taking those pills and shit.
But why would you
'Cause you're
care?
taking- 'cause
You're
you're-
trying to get rid of it.
Well,
Maybe you still like.
I'd like to think this is for males or females to males.
Well, no, because they don't have dicks.
Females to males?
Yeah, and if they do get one,
What
it's
if
gonna be they can get it whatever size they want. It's gonna be small.
What are you talking about? They
Males
can't
or
get it.
females to males.
Yeah.
they can get prosthetics.
Yeah, you get not just that, but they
And you're not going to get a 2-inch
they
prosthetic.
they pull out. You don't know how that works. They pull out they turn your vagina inside out, and then they insert cartilage. So it technically can be whatever size you want it to be. It could be
I'm
big as
learning.
fuck.
I'm learning so much now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they can turn
So what
your
if
vagina inside out, Momba, and
that's what I'm saying?
give you a proper dick.
So it wouldn't be that. It would
That's
be the
what
opposite.
I'm saying. So can I transition to female,
Yeah, and it would go the other way
get my dick turned,
into a
Into
pussy.
vagina.
and then can I transition back and get that vag?
No, that is not. Once you do it,
Yeah, you're fucked.
that's it.
No, but they did it.
No, I'm
They
saying,
don't.
but once you transition from male to female, if you get that sex change, that there's no undoing that.
Oh yeah,
There's no undoing. That's why.
permanent.
That's why when you do it, like you have to go through like you're supposed to go
to
through
psychological-
you're supposed to go psychological
'Cause they-
evaluations because
They get rid of it, right?
yeah, there's no
But
no
can
turning back.
But they inverted something that's something that's not there. It made something. You know what I mean?
What?
Yeah, they inverted it. That's how they make.
But yours is already inverted, so don't worry about it.
Anyway, get
You know
him
what?
off. You.
I left myself open for that. I deserve that.
Anyway,
Anyway, it's 2% of the users, so it doesn't matter.
yeah. You don't have to identify as one of the three options. However, a Dinky One users are given a choice of 24 gender identities, including 9 binary and androgynous.
See, but does it?
I don't know, dude.
But it's funny because like they give you like all these genders you can identify as, but
Only if you have dicks.
but the whole point is the whole reason you're joining is because you have a small dick.
Right.
So
I don't get it either. Anyway,
Whatever.
They're just trying to be inclusive, which
I
is
guess.
cool, I guess.
to each their own.
The dating app appears to be accepting of all people, not just those with smaller than average appendages. If it sounds like a dating app for you, you can sign up here. Well, let's click on the link.
What if you have like a average to bigger penis?
Then you'll be a king among men.
No, they're like, no, we don't want you here. Take your big penis and get out.
That would actually make me feel good.
What size is your penis? 6 inches.
Oh fuck!
Get out. You got the
Micro penis. I like how they have these terms.
Yeah, micropenis. Some men have micropenis that is defined by an erect size of less than 3.5 inches.
Oh shit! Go up. Who likes a smaller penis?
Just as there is men with smaller than average, there are women who also are smaller than average. They can often find sexual intercourse painful. There are also women who have a fetish interest in small guys. Often they play a dominant role.
Do you want to be somebody's fetish junker?
Fuck no. Well, hold on. Depends who they are. Possibly.
What if a girl was?
I keep my options
I
open.
like that you're open to the
Yes,
possibility.
I keep
What
my
if a
options
girl-
open.
I like that it's not a hard no.
What if a girl was super into you and she was great, everything was perfect, but the only reason why she was into you is because she really liked your small dick?
hey man, she gotta like you for.
But it was like a fetish. She was like, I'm all about that small dick.
I mean,
Okay.
I would
whatever.
I would still feel insecure about it.
I don't.
I wouldn't
no,
care.
I don't give a fuck. I mean, to this point, no one's ever complained about my dick, so I don't really care. And if she likes my dick that much more, hey man, well, I don't see the problem.
I've had complaints about mine.
Okay.
By other dudes or?
It's smelly. That's what it is.
Mamba. You should have.
Well,
shared
maybe
that
you should wash it.
podcast.
I've never got that complaint.
Yeah, you said that in jest.
It was a joke.
Anyway, all right, guys, let's get to our grapes.
Hell no, motherfuckers! Wake the fuck up.
So I got a petty gripe.
Ooh, I like petty grapes. My favorite kind.
So
I'm very petty.
So this may or may not have happened, but I could have sworn it happened. I am about 90% sure that it happened.
Hold on, before you get into that, how's the Bernie rally?
It was fucking suck, dude. I went to the Bernie rally. It was fucking trash.
Yeah.
I came out a fucking Republican.
Oh, Jesus.
There was a bunch of girls there, but they were all feminists and none of them shaved.
Yeah,
Gross.
And they all smell like cabbage.
and they none of them use deodorant. It's like, oh,
They all smell like
dude, they all smell like wet dog. All right, but ask me again in 20 minutes.
you guys are
Alright.
jerks.
So, like I said, I'm about 90% sure this happened, and because of that 10% of doubt, I didn't do anything because I wasn't 100% sure. So, I go to work today, and I didn't have breakfast. So I'm like, fuck. I'm like, I kind of want, like, fuck. I want to get like a donut or a croissant or a croissant or something because there's like a because there's a coffee shop that just
In the
opened
building, right?
in the building. It's new.
What, is it a brand name?
It's called Fair House.
Never heard of it.
And it's whatever. It's nice. But you go there, it's decently priced, not overpriced. It's whatever. So they have like breakfast sandwiches and stuff. And I'm like, oh, I just want like I just want like a fucking donut or something. So I'm just looking at what they got, and they have the apple fritters. I'm like, oh, I haven't had one of those in a hot minute. That would go perfect with my coffee. So I see they have them all, like in a glass case, and then they're all like,
Yes, I've seen glass cases.
but they're all like they're not like, it's not like Starbucks where they just have like little like piles.
Yeah.
They're all like lined up, kind of like in a row. So they're all the pastries are lined up. You have like all the apple fritters, then you have croissants over here, then you have like Long Johns and all this other bullshit. So I'm like, all right, let me get I'm like, oh, so keep in mind there's not like, did you put the technical
No, it's
difficulty
that.
thing?
But anyway, go ahead, keep talking. I'll fix it. Go ahead. Just go
Well, I
ahead,
can't
keep
hear
talking.
myself.
Dude, just keep talking.
I can't hear myself.
Who cares?
But I have headphones on. Like if I can't hear myself, it throws me off. There we go. I fixed it.
Yeah, after you broke it, just keep talking. Go
All
ahead.
right, so it wasn't busy. It was maybe like right before 8. And there was one other lady in front of me. She had her stuff, so she was on her way out, and there was nobody behind me. So I'm like, so I told like, the lady that's working at the counter, oh, I'll have an apple fritter. That's it. So she goes over, and then I see that at the very front, it's like, they're all like, obviously they're not all the same size because they're all, whatever. But the very first one, it was obviously noticeably smaller than all the others. So I'm trying to get my money's worth,
Yeah.
So I figure, so it's funny because before I even order it, I that's the first thing I thought. I was like, I don't want that fucking baby ass fucking apple fritter. And I don't want to be that guy that's like, can I get that other one? And can I get that particular one? Like, so I'm looking, and all the other ones seem to be average size, especially towards the back. I'm like, all right, if anything, she'll grab one from the back, or because it's just easy to just pull it out, grab it from the back, and then because it's the first one that's on her side. So I order it. She goes over, and she goes all the way to the front and grabs the smallest one. I'm like, I really don't want to pay, like, I forgot how much it was.
Premium price.
Premium price. Yeah, this is fucking downtown Chicago, so you're paying premium. I don't want to pay premium for a small ass fucking apple fritter, but especially when the one behind it is like almost literally double the size. So it's not like I waited for her to walk over to the counter and then ring me out, and then I said, "Can I get that?" No. As soon as she grabbed it, I'm like, "Excuse me," and she's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Can I get the one behind it?" And I could have sworn she like rolled her eyes and went. I was like, and it kind of threw me off a little because I was like, okay, did she really just do that? So then I'm like, but then like this whole time I'm thinking like, should I like complain? But then I'm like, but I'm not 100% sure because I wasn't really like focused on her reaction. I was just thinking about my goddamn apple fritter. So my gripe is that and then after that, like they have the audacity to ask for a tip. Well, she didn't ask for a tip, but you know how like when you sign for shit, it's that's a side gripe. Like places that ask for tips when they don't really do anything but hand you something. Like all she literally did was hand me a donut.
That's true. There's just places that me and Junkyard go eat.
It's like or places that you go, you order, and then they give it to you at the counter. Like they don't come to your table.
Yeah.
And then they still have a thing for a tip. It's like
or this restaurant that we go to called.
And then I hate I hate that they flip it over.
Yeah.
And then it's fucking big ass screen so everyone behind you can
Yeah,
see. It's like,
That's exactly. Fry the Coop. They have that. They have like an iPad in the front.
Yeah.
Where it's like, and they'll announce it. They're like, okay, here's your card. You want to leave a tip? And then I'm like, oh, okay. And then I press. They can't see it because they're on the other side, but everybody else behind me can see me press 0.
No
because
tip.
the only option they gave me was like 15. I think they like put other.
Yeah.
There's 15, 20, but then there's other. But I'm like, I'm not going to press other.
And then
manually put in.
put
I'm
an
trying to
amount.
get this done.
Yeah, you just want to get the
So I
fuck
just
out.
pressing no tip is a lot easier than that. And then I'm sure everybody behind me is like, oh, what a cheap bastard.
No, I also hit no tip.
Until it comes to their turn and they're like, oh.
well. So yeah, sometimes maybe I'll leave a tip. But a lot of times it's like, why am I leaving a tip? You didn't do anything. But that time I was especially definitely not leaving a tip. I adamantly did not leave a tip.
Because she gave you a dirty look for that.
I could have sworn she gave me dirty. Yeah, she was giving. First of all, she's giving me a fucking dinky ass fritter, and I guess it kind of upset me because she had to go out of her way to give me that dinky ass fritter.
Because it was all the way in the front.
It was all the way in the front. Like you literally had to struggle to like grab it. Like you could have just grabbed the one from the back, and that was like I would have been perfectly fine. It wasn't the biggest one in the case because the biggest one was the one right behind that small one. But then when she picked it up, I'm like, no, like fuck that, give me that big one. I'm not paying primo price for a fucking fritter to get that baby ass.
It's her fault. You guys should measure your fritters accordingly.
Or you should have been
Make
like,
them
if
equal.
you give me that fritter, give me the next smallest fritter. So that way it equals the size of
That's
one
true.
fritter.
Or give me that one, but I want the price adjusted accordingly.
Exactly. Hey,
Give me 30% off because that's what's fucking missing. That's 30% less than that other one behind it.
just take solace in the fact that she's probably making minimum wage.
This is true.
And I think you should go back and like order another fritter.
So what's funny is like I actually know the manager. He's actually a really cool guy. I actually went out drinking with him after because he also works at the bar. He manages the bar, and then there's a coffee like on the other side, the coffee shop.
Did you tell him about your fritter experience?
Well, no, this happened today.
Are you going to tell him about it?
I don't know. I don't want to get her in trouble. I don't want to like. Because the thing is, I'm not 100%. If I was 100% sure that she gave me that side eye and she sighed, I would have been like, fuck that shit. I would have said something. But there's still like there's about 10% doubt that maybe. Because I was looking at my phone at the time, and I was like I said, I wasn't really focused on her. I was just like, I'm like, oh, can I just get that one? And then I was just like, and I could have sworn I heard her sigh going, and give me a side eye.
Not that it pertains to anything in particular, but what was the ethnic background?
Oh, geez, here we go. After last week's racist episode, you guys still want to do the whole ethnicity thing?
Of this particular individual who may or may not have rolled their eyes inside it.
So this particular individual that may or may not have rolled her eyes at me, I don't want to assume, but judging by her way of speaking and her accent, I'm pretty sure she was some type of Hispanic, which upsets me even more.
That she definitely...
Because that is like, I am your people, damn it. But then again, I am European, so I could see why she was upset.
And what kind of Hispanic? Would you say like a little village Hispanic?
Yes. As in maybe about 4 foot something, about junkyard height. Darker skinned.
She definitely rolled her eyes and sighed at you then. She probably called you a homophobic slur too in her head.
She called me a joto?
something along the
Mighty
lines,
fun.
but in English. So I'm sure she said terrible things about you.
So that kind of upset me even more because like I am 39% Latino. So technically she should have been more than willing to give me the larger fritter. She should have gone for the bigger one to begin with. It's like technically we are of similar people, even though I'm predominantly European. But maybe that's why she was like, because she doesn't like Europeans.
She could sense the.
She could sense the European blood in me.
She's like, yeah, here, take this.
And it's not like she had to make the goddamn fritter, and then I told her, no, I don't like it, make me another one. All she had to do was just
Grab it?
Grab it.
With some tongs.
With some tongs. That's all you had to do. And it's not like the one that she originally grabbed is no good. Like, she didn't touch it with her hand. I didn't even touch it, and it went inside
It didn't even leave the case, right?
No, it made it out of the case into the paper sleeve. There's, they give you the little sleeves.
Oh, so that's probably why she did that, because she already had it in the sleeve. And
yeah, she had it in the sleeve.
maybe if you would have did it while she was still in the case, then maybe she'd be like, okay.
Well, because the thing is, like, I saw her go for it, but she was kind of like fiddling around. I'm like, okay, she's probably trying to move it to get me the one behind it. But then as soon as she grabbed it, I'm like, fuck. I'm like, I don't want that fucking baby ass one. So I tried to tell her, but she didn't hear me the first couple times. Because I'm like, excuse me, and she didn't hear me. I'm like, and then when she finally looked up when she was done, I'm like, I don't want that one. I want that other one.
Gotcha.
But it's not like I said, it's not like she touched it with her hand. She just grabbed it with the tongs, put it in.
It's still good.
You can just put that shit right back.
Yeah.
Which
Save
I'm sure,
it for the next unfortunate
It's not like I fucking grabbed it, licked it, be like, you know what? No, give me another one. No, I didn't do that shit. So that's my gripe. My gripe, people, just do your job. You know how many times I worked at service merchandise, and I remember we get customers. Now this I had a reason to roll my eyes. I would roll my eyes at this because I'm sure Junker has happened too. We get a customer that would come in, and we'd have like TVs, microwaves, all the small appliances, and then we'd have them stocked underneath whatever the product is, and then anything extra would go on top. But you needed like a ladder or like a fucking the big Joe to get them. And then people were like, oh, I want this microwave. I'm like, yeah, it's right there. It's like, oh no, I want that one on top. It's like.
But they're the same thing, though.
It's the exact same thing. It's not like you're getting a bigger microwave.
Yeah.
You're not getting a better one. They're identical. So they'd be like, oh, let me get that one. So what I would do is I'd get the ladder. I'd go up there, grab it with one hand, drop it on the ladder, and proceed to let it drop every step of the way down. And be like, here you go. They'd be like, I'll just take the one down here. That's what I thought.
It's a good grape.
Hell
so
no,
that's-
motherfuckers!
So that's my
Wake
petty
the
gripe.
fuck
So I don't know. Maybe next time when I'm there drinking at the bar and I see the manager, I might say something. I might say something.
Momba, what's your grape?
I actually don't have one.
What?
Not one that I can remember.
Life is good.
That's all right.
What about your book review?
I have 40 more pages to read.
So you have no gripe, zero, nothing.
So not only do you have zero gripes, you also didn't do your homework.
I graduated school, friends.
That is
So?
true.
That doesn't excuse you from not having a gripe.
Do I have to? I'm sure I had one, but I forgot it.
Very unprepared of you, Momba. Very unprepared.
Well, I didn't really want to be here.
I have a
today.
gripe. I have a second gripe.
Hell no, motherfuckers! Wake the fuck up.
My gripe is for people who come unprepared for the podcast.
That's a good gripe.
People that don't,
It's like they have no respect
right?
for others that do come prepared.
Right? It's like that. When you do a class project, and like there's always that one kid that
Doesn't do
expects,
shit.
yeah, doesn't do shit.
But he still gets like the A.
Full credit.
Full
for
credit.
help, yeah.
You want to know
There's nothing
something
you could do?
hilarious? I was actually thinking about this years ago. When one of my ex-girlfriends dumped me, I was really depressed, and I was taking a biology class, and we had a group project. That's my gripe. Group projects. They're the fucking worst.
Hell no, motherfuckers! Wake the fuck up.
I don't know why teachers, if you're in high school or grammar school, I can understand it. You're young. You're supposed to learn how to communicate with people, social interaction. But if I'm in college, if I'm an adult, especially community college, don't make me be in a group with other people. I didn't come to community college to make friends. I came to get my degree and become a medical assistant. And you know what? What happened in that group? I let a bunch of people down. So that's your fault, teacher, for doing that. I don't want to let those people down. If anything, if you didn't make us be in a group, I would have just went about my way and failed that class as normal. But now you made other people suffer because you wanted us to all talk to each other. But that did happen, though. I sat at a table in this biology class. I think it was I forgot which. I think it was microbiology, which is probably the most boring of biologies because it has to do with the smallest particles of the human body.
Dick.
Huh? Yeah. Very, very clever. Very good.
Thank you.
And I sat at a table with 3 other women, and I could have sworn, I don't know if I misheard her, but I could have sworn I heard one girl say, "Don't worry, I'll do that," which was supposed to be my part. I was like, "All right, Gucci, gold." She said she's going to do it. Come the day of the project, she's like, "Oh, where's your stuff at?" I was like, "You said not to worry about it." I forgot exactly what I said verbatim. She was like, "You did do it?" I was like, "No, I thought you had it." And she
bitch,
was
you said you could do it.
fucking pissed. I've never seen a stranger so upset at me before. She was mad. She went to go tell the teacher, like, "Yeah, he did do shit. I don't want to," which I was like, I'm totally fine for that. I don't deserve a grade. But
Nope. Group rules dictate you get the credit.
Nah.
Good job, Mama. Way to play the system.
I think I actually failed that class. So actually, I don't remember if I failed it or passed it. But yeah, group projects, the worst thing a college teacher could make you do.
Hell no, motherfuckers! Wake the fuck up.
All right, everybody, let's go ahead and let's get to our question, shall we?
Too many questions. There's too many questions.
The appropriate question is, when the hell are they?
Excuse me. I'd like to ask you a few questions.
If my answers frighten you, Vincent, then you should cease asking scary questions.
Dear Tony and Momba, I am a 36-year-old female, smart, well-educated, attractive, successful, and a fantastic mom and partner.
If you have to list your best qualities, chances are you are none of those things.
You're a 36-year-old single brother for some reason.
Momba, why do you guys have to always insult our listeners?
She's probably a medical assistant.
Uh-huh.
She has a son named Aiden. That is her king.
That is
Because she don't need no man.
And she dresses him like the man that left her.
Anyway, Mamba and Tony's views do not represent those of NKOTP. Anyway, my problem is I can't stop stalking my boyfriend's ex on social media.
Well, this sounds exactly like the person I described.
It seems like she can't let go. She constantly posts comments about their previous relationship, about his family, and still loving them. And she's also close friends with my boyfriend's sister. I don't know why I constantly compare myself to her. I know what I bring to the table. Why am I so threatened and concerned by this gal? She's younger than I am and posts all her feelings onto the social media world. Even things about my boyfriend, some of which have included remarks about me. Why can't I stop being so nosy? I keep telling myself the past doesn't matter. He's with me now. Don't worry about her. View from the sidelines, etc. But I'm beginning to feel like something's wrong with me. Please help. Stalker in Texas.
You can't stop being nosy because you have a genetic predisposition
Oh, Jesus Christ.
of being female.
I know where this is going. God damn it. You had to say it, didn't you?
And that's what they do.
See, this is why I always request for us to have female guests, because this turns into
I mean,
a shit show.
Am I wrong though? The science doesn't lie. The facts don't lie. The statistics do not lie.
If you say so, man. Mamba, do you have something else to add besides Tony's misogynistic?
Yes, you're a 36-year-old single mother.
Stop stalking your ex Was it your
her boyfriend's ex-girlfriend.
ex-girlfriend who was younger?
Yeah, you might as well just start counting down to the days so he leaves you and get back with her.
Why do you think that would happen?
Because she's younger
And
and she has no kids.
Well, you don't know she has.
That's true. We don't know she has kids.
Well, she didn't bring it up, and she brought everything else up. So
I think that her issue is that her issue. I don't think her issue is that she's jealous or that she's worried. I think her issue is that she's insecure. She's insecure because for whatever reason. But if she really is a good mom, well, I don't doubt it. I mean, I'm pretty sure she could be all those things that she listed. She's a good mom. She's faithful. She's what she was
successful,
smart, attractive. So if you're all those things, like, you know, there's obviously some underlying insecurity issues if you're worried about your boyfriend's ex-girlfriend and what she's saying, and you're constantly stalking to see what she's saying, what she's doing, this and that.
Mm-hmm.
So I think you need to raise the bar for yourself, because the reason you're always stalking her and you're comparing yourself to her is because there's something about her that you see that you're lacking. So whatever you feel you don't have, you think she might have it, which is why you feel that all those things you listed, being successful, you know, being attractive, being a great mom, isn't enough. Because if you really are all those things, you shouldn't be worried about some other ex-floozy.
Or be worried because she's younger and she's not a mother.
Possibly, we don't know that.
That's possible, but I'm going to assume no. If she has that much time to be on Facebook, it's like stalker ex-boyfriend.
No, I've seen some moms on Catfish. They got hella time.
Yeah.
But we don't know. So let's just, I mean, either way, she does have kids or she doesn't have kids. I mean, unless...
Just to be safe, you should start talking to your ex boyfriend.
What if she doesn't have an ex-boyfriend?
Well, she had a kid.
Find one.
Well, what if he doesn't
Clearly...
what if he doesn't want to talk to her?
Well, she
No,
should
he doesn't... He doesn't. She doesn't have to talk to him. She just has to make it seem like she's talking to him.
You gotta be preemptive.
Mm-hmm.
What if her boyfriend decides to, like, yeah, I like my ex? Well, you got to say, like, oh, my ex is crazy about me too.
We were talking all day. Look at all these posts on Facebook that he's posting. Oh, and he's good friends with, you know, he's still friends with my cousin or whatever. And yeah, nobody likes their own medicine.
Everybody likes their own medicine.
Not me.
I hate my own medicine. I'll dish it, but I hate it.
Anyway, that's it. You guys, that's
like
hey, man, I gave some great advice.
Nobody likes their own medicine. Like when I used to live with my uncle, and I used to eat all his food and be lazy and not do anything. And then when somebody did that to me, I was like, man, what a dick I was.
So yeah.
All right. Sounds like terrible advice.
That
okay.
is great advice. Great fucking advice.
All right. Like us on Facebook, facebook.com/NKOTP1. Follow us on Twitter at New Kids on the Pod. See us on Instagram, also at New Kids on the Pod. Subscribe to us on iTunes, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, YouTube, Spotify, SoundCloud, fucking everywhere. Leave us a voice, or I'm sorry, shoot us an email.
Do you have TikTok yet?
No, we don't have TikTok. Shoot us an email, newkidsinthepod@gmail.com.
New Kids in the Pod.
Or leave us a voicemail, which we haven't gotten in a long time, surprisingly. 774-40-NKOTP.
Hey.
Mamba.
In a world full of small penises, you're not alone.
Junkyard is with you.
Hey, man.
Meet up on Diddly Daddly, whatever that is.
It's called Dinky.
DinkyDoink.com.
Not Dinky, just Dinky.
Oh, whatever.
Anyway, all right, guys. We're going to check them out next week?
Sure.
Maybe.
Depending if how Tony feels.
I'll check my schedule. See what I got going on.
All right, we'll possibly check you out next week.
I got other podcast offers.
Yeah, me too. I'm actually, I'm hot in the market right now. So.
High demand.
I doubt it. Besides, why would you? Tony he wouldn't even show up even if he had other podcasts. It doesn't really matter.
Doesn't matter.
Anyway.
Like fucking, I'm like the Deion Waiters of podcasts.
Oh.
For those that don't know, Deion Waiters is a basketball player who played in Cleveland.
And he's going to the
and
Lakers.
He was trash. He was all right, but he was mostly trash. And he left Cleveland because he didn't like that these two other players were playing buddy ball. So anyway, so he left, and ever since then, he's been nothing but problems for every team. He's been suspended like so many times. He passed out on a plane because he had edibles and got suspended again.
Because he would trick out who gave the edible?
Yeah, he didn't trick because he ain't no snitch. And then he called off of practice. So it's like basically he called off of work. And then he was on Instagram or was it Instagram or Snapchat on a boat?
I think it was on Instagram. He was on a boat.
He was on a boat living it up. So that's another suspension. And for all of those, for all the trouble, all of his troubles and all the trouble he caused for every single team, he has now been rewarded with a roster spot on the Lakers.
The Lakers are
who are the number one team and probably the favorite to win the championship. So after all this shit, the
Lakers are like, man, things are going great for us this season.
You know
how it could get better?
Let's get a locker room cancer in here.
No, Alex Caruso is going to shut that down.
That's right. So anyway, the point is, I am like Deion Waiters. It doesn't matter. I could show up once a month and I'll still get offers to do a podcast.
And you still suffer no consequences?
Exactly.
That's you're a superstar, baby. You are a superstar.
Right. Once you've crossed that threshold and you're a superstar status, I'm not worried. Not worried. I got podcast offers left and right.
Anyway, we'll check you guys out possibly next week. Kissies on your dickies.